Looking for a super offer on Super Bowl 58? DraftKings Sportsbook have you covered. New customers can bet on the big game and turn $5 into $200 instantly in bonus bets. Download DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code Shannon. New customers can bet $5 and get $200 instantly in bonus bets. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of Super Bowl 58 with code Shannon. The crown is yours. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Nightcap. I'm your favorite Unc, Shannon Sharpe. He's your favorite number 85, route runner extraordinaire, Bengals legend, Ring of Famer, three-time All-Pro, six-time Pro Bowler, Chad Ochocinco Johnson, Mr. Liberty City himself. Y'all know what it is. Please, make sure y'all like. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Ocho, we're at 965,000 subs. We're 35,000 away from that magic number. We got to get on the ball, Ocho. Ocho, we got to get on the ball because the goal is to have it by Thursday before we go live.
Right. So I've been thinking to myself. I tweeted earlier today, or it might have been yesterday, who can I hit or who can I call? I had people in mind to give us a surge, to give us a push, the push we need to be at 1 million before the live show. Everybody told me, listen, at the rate y'all going, you don't need to call nobody. You will get there by Thursday's live show. So I kind of held off on it. We at 965. If we at 965 right now with the way we're going, I'm not gonna make a call. I'm gonna wait and see what happens to see if we get there at some point. But we hit Wednesday. When we hit Wednesday, I'm gonna make that call. I'm gonna make that call, man. Listen, bro, I need you to do me a solid. I never asked you for nothing, but just get us to 1 million subs because I need to understand what the fuss is about Unc's cognac. So I want to be able to taste alcohol for the first time ever in my life. Yes, people in the chat, I've never had alcohol before. So that will be my first time. So I'm hoping we hit 1 million so I can give my own honest take in Keith Lee fashion on what that cognac tastes like, or alcohol in general.
Right. Please make sure y'all subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed. You can get it through Club Shay Shay, but Nightcap has its own feed. Please make sure you subscribe through the Nightcap podcast feed. We've also pinned Shea by Laportier at the top of the chat. Hey, Super Bowl party is a week away. You got Valentine's Day, you got St. Patrick's Day, and I'm sure there's a birthday somewhere along in between those days and St. Patty's Day. Please go out and get yourself a bottle for you or that someone special. Ladies, go get your man a bottle of Shea by Laportier, and he'll thank you, and you'll thank me later. So please make sure you go out and get a bottle of Shea by Laportier. Ocho, this week, we were nominated for NAACP Image Award for the Arts, Sports, and Entertainment Outstanding Podcast. Guys, please make sure you go for us. We really, really would like to win this because this, obviously, we've done a lot of hard work, but it'll be a testament to you. So please make sure you go out and cast your vote for Nightcap, Unc Ocho, for the awards of Art, Sports, and Entertainment Outstanding Podcast. Thank you so much. Thank you, NAACP, for nominating us. It's greatly appreciated. Yeah. We know the voting on the website is a little bit difficult and has a bunch of extra steps. So Jordan will be dropping a step-by-step tutorial video tomorrow. Lord have mercy. I don't know. Man, I don't know how this is going to turn out. But tomorrow, Jordan will be dropping a step-by-step tutorial video. Lord help us. Ain't no telling. He might be voting for the presidency. And that ain't still by itself 8 months away. Ain't no telling what Jordan grabbed you to do. Ocho, the Chiefs are the underdog for the third straight game. They are now a 2-point underdogs, according to DraftKings Sportsbook. Ocho, are Mahomes and Andy Reid being disrespected?
Why do they continue to do this? Why do they continuously poke the bear? Why do they continuously poke the bear? I'm not really sure how they come up with the scenarios on why they're the underdogs. Is the fact that there are so many Pro Bowlers, so many great players offensively, and defensively for the 49ers, based on what the Chiefs have been able to do in the postseason? Why? I think this is maybe the second or third game
they've been underdog the entire play, with the exception of the first game. They weren't underdogs against Miami, but they were underdogs against Buffalo, Buffalo, Baltimore, and now the 49ers.
Yeah. I'm not sure if someone has something against Andy Reid. I'm not sure if somebody has something against Patrick Mahomes and just the Chiefs in general. I understand they played bad during the middle of the season. From an offensive standpoint, a statistical standpoint, as far as the receivers go, they led the NFL in drops as a core themselves.
Offensive line
But
letting
to
penalties.
say that, yeah, that as well. But to say that they are underdogs in betting against Patrick Mahomes is asinine. And I think it's an angle that might have something to do with gambling and having people put more money on the 49ers to win, as opposed to people really believing whoever came with this scenario that they're the underdogs. I think that might be the angle they're going to get people to lose money on betting with the 49ers.
Well, what happens is, Ocho, you notice is that they set the line, if I'm not mistaken, the original line was -1. And so in order for it to move to -2, that means a lot of bets came in on the Chiefs because we got to open the line up and because we want people to bet on the 49ers also. So that's seemingly why they opened the line up.
Okay. All right. That gives me a better understanding, because logically, a 2-time Super Bowl champ, there's no way I'm betting against that. As good as Brock Purdy played last week, as good as that offense looked, coming back from the deficit they were able to come back from, but I still just, so with you explaining it to me like that, I knew it had to do something with numbers and money, because I don't understand that. I don't understand that part.
Well, go back. What was the original line? Because I see someone say 1.5, 2.5. It's 1.5. The original line was 1.5. So it's moved to half a point. So that means a lot of people been laying money on the Chiefs.
Okay. That makes sense. And
because if a lot of people was betting money, if a lot of people was betting money on the 49ers, they just dropped it.
Right.
Because they don't really want to get one side too heavy, one-sided either way.
Right. So basically what they're doing is they lying to the people like some damn politicians.
Well, what happened? They started it
just to sway where the money need to go.
Yeah, because what happened? It started at 1.5. Now it's at 2. That means a lot of money for it to move. A lot of money has been coming in on Kansas City. So we'll see how it plays. Because at the end of the day, Ocho, this is a neutral site game. It's not like they're playing in the 49ers building. It's not like they're playing in Arrowhead, obviously. This is as legit a neutral site game as you're going to get.
Yeah.
I think both fan bases will be in full effect. It's going to be hard to tell who's who because both teams wear red.
I have a problem. I got a question. I got to stop you right there. When you say both teams' fans will be in full effect, have you seen the ticket prices for the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
And when I think about it, I think the hard-earned blue-collar fans of these teams, the people that show up to every home game, the 8 games that they do have throughout the season, it's not for them. They are priced out. They are priced out. I think it's unfair. Obviously, we understand what the end goal is and the bottom line goal is for the NFL, especially an event of this magnitude. Yeah. It's about money. That's always been the end goal. And this is for the wealthy. This is for the rich to come together and have some fun and enjoy the last game of the season. It's not for the true, authentic fans that work hard in this goddamn economy to support their team 8 weeks out the season at home. They're priced out. They are priced out based on the prices I saw. I got it, and ain't no damn way in hell I'm paying $7,000-$8,000 for a goddamn
ticket. What average ticket price now is $12,000. Because here's the thing, what the NFL saw, Ocho. I remember when we went to the Pro Bowl, if I'm not the Pro Bowl, the Super Bowl, I think the highest ticket was $1,000. But if you turn around, $1,000. But if you scalp the tickets, people was willing to pay you $7,000 to $8,000. So the NFL said, hold on, y'all willing to pay $7,000 to $8,000? We'll just go ahead and put the ticket at $7,000 to $8,000 since you want to pay that. But what has happened is that you take all the advertisers and sponsors. That's where the tickets go.
Right.
Ocho, you mean to tell me for $1 billion, for $2 billion, I can't get no tickets?
Right.
Come on now, Ocho.
That's crazy. Listen, this is Super Bowl is a corporate event. Super Bowl is a corporate event, and there needs to be some type of structure or something done for the hardcore fans, the fans that put on the costumes, the fans that paint their faces, the fans that been at Arrowhead week in and week out when they played home, and the fans that been at goddamn Levi Stadium week in and week out. They are priced out because in this goddamn economy, nobody can afford a goddamn ticket for $12,000 damn dollars. And then you got some people that are gonna get scammed. They're gonna be sold fake tickets. No, they have to find some happy medium for the people that are part of the median households that have been going to games year in and year out, and all of a sudden their team makes it to the biggest game of them all. Now you're gonna have people digging in their life savings.
Watch it on TV.
You're gonna have people digging in their goddamn life savings.
Watch it on TV.
Huh? I mean,
Ocho, we got to be the one thing that we're gonna be on this podcast is honest. When they when the tickets start, when you got tickets starting out at $6,000, what average fan is going to be able to pay $6,000? Okay, that's for the ticket. Where the hotels, you got a 3-night minimum, 3 nights.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So even if you come in and say, "Oh well, I'm just gonna come in for the game," well, you gonna sleep in your car?
Right. That's something that would be a choice of mine.
Are you going to eat? Are you going? Hey.
Oh, they have fast food. They have fast food in
what you think the price
Vegas?
Is? You think you gonna get a normal price as a normal price that you would normally be if you was in Vegas?
Listen, Vegas got Bahama Breeze. If you want to go fancy, now that's dinner. Or you want to bring it down a notch? Vegas has In-N-Out. Vegas has Burger King. Vegas has McDonald's. They have El Pollo Loco. You don't have to go fancy. We talk about based on if you're on a structured income because you pay on a budget and you paid a lot. Let's say you took some of your life savings. You want to go to Super Bowl, sleep in your car, eat at what I consider some of the lower tier restaurants. I consider them high tier. Other people consider them low tier. I mean, that's what I would do. I don't have no problem sleeping in my car. And if I got to use the bathroom, I go to a 24-hour 7-Eleven, 24-hour IHOP.
I ain't let you drop no stinky loads in my bathroom if you ain't buying no potato chips or no gas or no soda. No.
Oh, they have a choice. Can't do that.
That's a private entity. You just can't go use the bathroom. Where you at? You think you at a park or recreation center?
Buy a stick of gum.
That's what I say. You got to buy something. For the key. Now, Ocho, when have you ever known people at home when an event, Grammys, Emmys, Oscars, some type of event that's coming over? You see what happened when the gas prices, what they do with the gas prices? They jacked it up all across.
They shoot them up.
So they got an event
and
they got an event coming to Vegas. Tell me what you think they're going to do with food prices.
But they're gonna hike it up a little bit. They can only do it so much. Because you still want to attract not only business, but you still want to be able to make money. If you price yourself out, listen, nobody go to your establishment.
They already coming, Ocho.
Nobody would go to your establishment.
They're already coming. We already know we're gonna get an influx of 1 million, 2 million people.
Right. So listen, there's an influx of 1 million, 2 million people. You think those people won't find somewhere else to eat if your prices are outrageous and ridiculous?
What's the likelihood of the people that's coming and they got hotel rooms with a 3-night minimum? What you think the thing is they're gonna stop by your establishment anyway?
That's a good one. Hey, that's a good one.
I mean, they got cabanas going for 100,000 to seat 12 people. 100,000.
A cabana where?
At the clubs, 100,000, quarter of a meal.
And you wonder why I've never partied in life. Because it makes no sense. What are you getting for 100,000 that you can't get at home? Turn on your radio real goddamn loud, invite all your friends over, boom, same concept, same energy, same vibe. But you paying $100,000 or $250,000 or whatever it may be to do what? Just to show, look, I got money. Okay, that's cool.
It ain't how much you make, it's how much you keep.
now you're talking like me. I like where you're going. Now we have something else to address based on that comment.
I'm just saying. Look, when you and Ocho, the thing, like I said, I believe that that what the NFL saw is that, and what you see anytime, if somebody's willing to pay for it, if they're willing to pay, y'all scalping the NFL's like, hold on. We sold all these tickets, and the players can only get 15 tickets. You get 13 tickets, you get 2 free. Now, it used to be it was at the team discretion. Teams could give you 20 tickets, 20, 30 tickets, or whatever the case may be. But there was a discrepancy many years ago. One team gave a team 30 tickets, and the other team gave. So the NFL said, you know what we're going to do? We're going to take it over. You're going to be able to give them 2 free
Right.
comp tickets just like you get at home, and they can buy 13.
Right. And guess what? And guess what sometimes players did with them 13 tickets.
Oh, you sold them. Well, I don't know. I mean, you probably have your mom, your close mom, dad. If you got a significant other or wife, obviously you got kids, but you got to pay to cut.
You know how players think now. We can't. My family don't care if I ain't playing no goddamn Super Bowl. I don't care nothing about going. Sure, we finna make this money.
You got it. The families came in on Thursday, so Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night. That's 4 nights. Now I got a mom, I got a sister, I got a girlfriend, I got kids. That's 4 rooms. That's bare minimum 4 rooms, possibly a 5th.
Right.
And who you think feeding them? Who you think entertaining them? Who you think flew? Now, I could have flew. Now, my family, this was pre 9/11, so this was pre. The tickets was high as giraffe hoo-ha. But so Ocho, I got to bring my mom from Chicago. I got to bring my sister, and at that time, my cousin Mud, she flew with her. I got to bring them from Georgia to San Diego. My kids, the kids, my sister picked up the kids, brought them from Georgia.
Right.
And now my girlfriend was on the charter. And so, okay, cool, the charter. I was like, I could have got but what sense does it make to fly my family from Georgia, Chicago to Denver to get on the charter and then get on the charter. Now they got to fly back from San Diego to Denver or from Miami because we played in Miami, or when I was in Baltimore, we flew to Tampa. So I just like, okay.
Right.
I mean, I think I spent like $15,000 just in flights.
Boy, you're better than me because my family.
No. Super Bowl, mom, my sister. Oh, they got to go to kids. They got to go to that. The Super Bowl. Now, there are a lot of people that had never seen Shannon Sharpe play a football game. Not a preseason game, not a regular season game, not a playoff game.
Oh, you mean in person? You mean in person?
But they wanted to go to the Super Bowl.
Right.
That's what I say.
Now, that's all you had. That's all you had to tell them.
Now, my homeboy, I had one homeboy, Bucket, that it was in Tampa.
Bucket. And I done heard Bucket name so goddamn much. I feel like I know. That's my dog there now. Him and Burns. But Burns was on the team. They gonna be in Vegas?
No, hell no. Hell no.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
And so I had a ticket. I had a ticket for one of my homeboys, but something came up. That's something we'll discuss at a later date in time. He wasn't able to attend. And so I had 2 tickets. I said, Bucket, I got a ticket for you and my other homeboy. Now, I ain't got nothing for your wife. Right. Hey, I had to let him know. No. You ain't getting 4 tickets. You and my other homeboy. Well, my other homeboy wasn't able to come. Something came up. He hit me up. He said, man, such and such not going to be able to come. Can I use the other ticket for my wife? I said, hell yeah. Boom.
Okay.
But see,
long as it was free.
Anytime it was close. Jacksonville, he would come to Jacksonville. He would drive close by. He ain't got a whole lot. At the time, he was a police officer. Then he later worked for ATF. So he ain't like he making a whole ton of money to be able to put himself up and come. So I always took care of it. But in a situation like that, Ocho, like I said, the Super Bowl, that's a special occasion. My mom come to everyone. And at the time, my step pops, pops came with my mom, so I got to fly him. But I'm feeding everybody every day. I'm playing for entertainment every day, and the hotel room and the flight. So, like I said, I probably spent like $30,000 for the entirety of the trip. But everybody, and we won all of them, so everybody had a really good time.
Yeah. Right. And you know what's funny? I'm sitting here talking. I'm not even realizing when I was with the Patriots, we made the Super Bowl. I'm not even realizing. And obviously, you know what? Little CJ was there. My daughter was there.
Your mom, grandma?
No, grandma.
She wasn't able to travel.
Didn't go. Grandma, she wasn't able to travel at that point. Mom. Me and mom, we weren't seeing eye to eye during that time. Her and I have a whoa. Listen, there's a reason we call her Hurricane Paula. That's a reason we call it that. So we weren't seeing eye to eye during that time. And it
how many of your kids was there? 2, 3?
I think maybe 3. No, 2. I think it was CJ and
But
G.
you had to have somebody
CJ
to take care of them because hell, you couldn't.
Yeah, because I had
You got
who
to
I was
practice.
seeing,
You got to practice.
Yeah, during that time.
Your girlfriend at the time.
Yeah, I ain't spend nothing close to what you did. Nothing close. And obviously,
did you get one?
Also,
so you probably had one hotel room.
Probably that was it. And then you have to also think, like, why is everybody flying? And you understand I wasn't the same Chad that we used to seeing statistically. So it ain't like I'm for to come out here and be goddamn, maybe have an opportunity to win goddamn MVP of this damn Super Bowl. Like, so let's slow down a little bit. We're talking about, I'm coming to watch you play. Well, shit, I ain't do nothing during the regular season. I'm not sure what you're expecting this one goddamn game. So it kind of didn't make sense, in full effect when I look at it in hindsight.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was cool, but I ain't spent nothing like that.
And so the thing was, Ocho, I ended up like for the flight because I didn't have I only used one seat on the plane. So I had a friend. Her name was Sharon, and she did everything for me. She cleaned the house. She did all the shopping. She did all the washing.
Right.
And rest her soul, that was my dog, Sharon. I could come. Yeah. She was like my aunt, and she had her face was her credentials. She could go anywhere in the stadium, and they had to show no ID. They let her in the stadium. They knew
she was good.
She's Shannon people. She
was
good. Her and her daughter. I got them on the plane. I got them tickets. So, but other than that, and then for the most part, I ended up giving my seats away. Cause hey, bro, you need I got you got X amount of seats. Hey, go ahead, bro. I ain't got nobody. I ain't flying my family. My family flying straight to the game. I ain't flying my family out here to put them on some plane. Cause when they leave San Diego, I already know my sister and my mom gonna want to go straight home. They're not gonna want to go to Denver, and they're not gonna have to no. So I flew them straight home. But it was a great experience. We won all 3 games. That made it even sweeter. The kids had to go. Their mom. The kids was down for a little while because we had a party. Obviously, you win the game, you have a party afterwards. You have a little party. Then obviously, my mom took the kids upstairs. Me and my sister stayed down a little while. Then me and I had to shake. Hey, it's Super Bowl. I won. We got to shake the covers before dark.
Wait. Now let's rewind a little bit. I need better context on who you shaking the covers with during this time. Is there somebody special in your life?
At the time. Yeah.
You had a girl?
Because she would actually.
Okay. Now wait a minute. Wait. Stay with me now. You won. You got 3 Super Bowl rings.
Super Bowl rings.
So did you have a different girlfriend for each Super Bowl?
Well, the second Super Bowl, I didn't have a girl. I didn't have anybody.
But you had somebody.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. No.
Okay.
No,
okay.
I didn't.
Okay.
So the first Super Bowl, I had a girlfriend, and the last Super Bowl, I had a girlfriend. And in the first Super Bowl, my girlfriend at the time, and she was amazing.
Right.
And I got high respect. We're still cool today because she was up front with me and say, Shannon, I want to move on. I want to go see somebody else.
Oh, hell no. Nah. She ain't tried my dog like that. She had the audacity.
What you mean? Hell, how many times have you told a girl you want to move on?
Never. Everybody left me.
You a lot.
Everybody left me, but that's beside the point. Women need to understand. Shannon Sharpe. I'm not a woman, but even I can see the vision on where you're going.
No.
Even I can see the vision on where you was going. I can see the vision on where you was heading. You don't want to leave that because look what you got.
I'm hell to deal with. Ocho, I'm not gonna sit here and tell somebody, I mean, everything that looks good and you see how diligent I am and how hard working I am, but I'm not easy to get along with. I'm not easy to live with. I don't tell nobody that lie.
Listen, even if you're not easy to deal with, right? Everybody come with baggage. Yeah. It's all about finding that one person based on the life you want to live, the willingness to unpack that baggage. At
the time I had.
And like, listen, you my dog, and I'm just saying hypothetically. If I was a woman, there's some shit that I don't like about you, but I'm gonna have to just deal with.
No, that you do. But you talk about baggage, Ocho. I came with more baggage than a Delta airline. You couldn't deal with all that baggage.
That's all right. That's all right. Because there's a woman out there that is willing to unpack.
It is now.
You're a good nigga. Oh shit, my bad. But you're a good dude. You're a good dude. Listen, you mean well. You mean well because when somebody needs you, based on the stories, you always be there.
If first of all, no, hold on. That's not everybody. You need to be cool. You need to
Right.
be cool with me.
You know that's what I'm talking about. But we talk about people you are intimate
Yes.
with and
If you
understanding.
cool with
Like
me,
you,
we're gonna always be cool. Because my number one thing
right.
is protect the brand.
Uh-huh.
I said, because if the brand goes away, Shannon's gonna go away, and I can't do what you
Right.
asked me to do for you. So that's number one. You gotta protect the brand.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you cool with
Right.
me, and like I said, when them kids came, my mom them came, they came on a Thursday. My sister came over, she brought the kid, they brought the kids. Oh, we want to because that was the last time I was gonna see the kids until after the game. They weren't gonna be running, I wasn't gonna be coming over to the hotel and hanging out and doing all that stuff and splashing in the pool. The festivities and all that other stuff, that's for families. I came down, my event was gonna happen at 6:30 on Sunday night. And everybody understood that. And her job, my girlfriend's job, was to make it as easy as possible on my mom and my sister. So when the kids wanted to go to SeaWorld to see Shamu, gone. San Diego Zoo, gone. She got the zoo, she got them and gone. No hesitation. My mom them doing whatever they want to do. Hey, you got the kids. And so when it came time for us to go our separate ways, she came to me like a woman. I'm good with that, Ocho. I'm good with that.
I see. Let me tell you, I'm trying to explain to you why I'm not good with it. Because as women, I think women at times they think that I will be able to find what it is I have right now or better if I move on. And I think they don't understand. It's very difficult to find someone like yourself that you can always count on. Now, there might be some things that you don't like that we can work through and get by, but always having someone you can count on 24/7, come hell or high water, is very difficult to find. Someone that's loyal, a good person. There gonna be some issues. You know, we all have our issues, but I'm telling you, man, it's dangerous out there and it's real thin. It's real thin. I just think the mindset of women at times is like, you know what? I can find this again because look, I'm pretty. Or look at me, I got a shape. Or look at me, I got ass.
I've done that, Ocho.
Listen, it's quantity, but quality of what you're looking for is very difficult to find. And it sometimes women have to learn the hard way because they're hard-headed, because they think based on aesthetics in the visual, I'll be able to find it again. But what comes with that is the games that women have to deal with men. But you're a straight shooter.
Ocho.
It's good to have a straight shooter,
Do
boy.
you know?
You like a Magnum 357.
Do you know how many women I've looked over because I saw something more aesthetically pleasing, and I left the best woman that I had just because I saw something more aesthetically pleasing? So
no, you can't do that, huh?
So that's why I don't get upset when a woman comes to me and tell me she wants to go on.
I like the way you put that. Not that give that. Okay, I feel a little better now because you done made the same mistake too. You know what? I feel a little better.
Ocho, I had my.
I'm just honestly speaking. You made that mistake, leaving a good woman for something that looks better aesthetically. To the eye. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And so I told my girlfriend. I said, I'm not happy. I said, I'm miserable in my own home. I said, I have a headache all the time. Always do is argue. I said, I want to be with somebody else, and I'm gonna go find them.
Come on, Unc. It ain't out there, Unc. I'm telling you, man. Well, you know through experience. I ain't got to tell you nothing. I was gonna sit here and preach to you. Just you
can't tell me anything I don't already know.
Do that because boy, come on now.
So
I hear you.
Like I said, I've made the mistake, Ocho. And I'm not perfect. And I don't sit here and proclaim to be perfect. And I don't say, all shit. No. Shannon didn't leave everybody. Mm-hmm. Women have left Shannon Sharpe, and that's okay.
Yeah.
That is perfectly okay.
Right.
Because they made me better, and they made me look internal at some of the flaws. Mm-hmm. And I fixed some of them.
Right. Well, we got some more to work on.
I fixed some of them. But like the most dilapidated of buildings, I'm still under repair.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that.
Hey, that was nice, boy. That was a bar right there. Hey, ooh, that was nasty. Hey, I've been watching battle rap, man. I've gotten into battle rap real heavy, and that was a bar. That was a bar. That was filthy.
Back in my days when I used to write love letters, Ocho, your boy.
Whoa,
back in the day. When I was in high school, high school, early in college,
Yeah. Junior high used to write love letters.
Like college, college, and
Wait,
like late high school, early college.
This is how I know you're a good dude. You know what it takes for a man to be able to sit down and to put thought into something on paper and use the pen. That's that genuine, that's that notebook type of, I'm really feeling you, and I'm going to express my feelings and my thoughts through paper instead of communicating it.
Because sometimes I could
nice.
write down what I couldn't say to the young lady in person.
It makes it that much easier because not everybody's not equipped to be able to say or communicate some of the things they're feeling and being able to express it verbally. It's very difficult at times, especially if it's someone you just met. You know, you kind of don't want to open up like that and be a little bit too vulnerable too soon until you understand that the reciprocation is there.
But Ocho, I start that thing off. Time and opportunity presents itself that I take this time that I tell you just how special you are to me. You know the first time Ocho, your boy. I told you I was hell when I was well, Ocho.
Come on, now. Hey, bro, I like that. You know what? I'm gonna put that shit in my vow. I'm gonna put that in my vows. That's how I'm gonna start my vows at my wedding. Yes, sir.
Man, like Ocho, your boy back in the day, Ocho, man,
Hey, you that boy. That's why I still can't. I can't figure out why they left.
I've always.
I guarantee. Listen, I guarantee this.
What?
I guarantee this, and it's a no, but it's not really disrespect. Those in your past, I say, I bet if they look in the rearview mirror, they'll put that motherfucker in reverse. I bet that. I bet if those that left you, if they look in the rearview mirror, I guarantee you they put that motherfucking car in reverse right now.
You know what, Ocho? I had an ex today, and we hadn't been together in 25, 30 years. And I was just straight up with her. And, from time to time, she'll hit me up, and time to time I hit her up to check on us, make sure everything's okay. And I said, how did I start it up? I think I said something about, I've known you 35, 1987, 37 years.
Yes, sir.
You've been different places. I've been different places. I have different situations. You've been married. I said, this is what I know for 100% certainty, for categorically for certainty. I said, other men might have had your body, but I've always had your heart.
Come on.
You sent me a text back saying, as much as I wanted to hate you, and I've tried for so long, you'll always have my heart.
Well, I got to stand up on
But she wasn't telling me anything that I didn't already know. I know why so much vitriol. I knew why she put so much vitriol towards me and did the things that she did because she loved me.
Right. Yeah. Now, see, remember I said this in the show not too long ago? Fellas, you're always dealing with somebody. You're always dealing with a woman. You might have her physically, but there's a guy from her past. That will always have access or have her mentally up here, no matter what, no matter how happy she is.
Yeah.
Remember I told you that?
Yeah.
Remember I told you that? And you just explained the situation right now.
Yeah.
You just rail. Yeah, I'm gonna wake up because I need to know who it is. Yeah, because everybody got one. Everybody got one. Especially if you're in the chat, women, if you're listening and you just heard the explanation that Unc just told, tell me he's not lying. Man. There's always somebody. Even if they don't reach out to you, there's always somebody.
I mean, look, I remember the first time a woman actually took me on vacation. It was her. I said, I ain't.
She took you? Unc, you let that go?
The Virgin Islands, St. Thomas. I said, baby, I ain't got no money. I said, I ain't got no money. She said, I got this. Hotel, food, I ain't paid for nothing. All I was a plumber for the whole weekend.
Hey,
you out there laying pipe all week. That's
you
just a plumber. That's all I was. That's all I was that week. She playing $45 an hour. That's all you playing for plumbing service. on the and that was the first time.
That's
Ocho,
the one.
because you know what I'm saying. I hadn't been. I hadn't been out of the country. I mean, I guess St. Thomas is theoretically side of the continental, but anyway, I hadn't been nowhere. Ocho,
yeah,
you put it on me, Ocho.
That's the one. Hey, it ain't too many like that now. Hold on, let me tip so you can see my hand now. Ain't too many like that. That's gonna pay for you. Man. That really got you, because you know women, they looking for provider. We know what that means. We know what that's code for. Huh?
Yeah.
All right.
But that was Ocho. But like I said, look, I've been in situations and seemingly what I had wasn't enough. And I think the thing is now is being able to accept enough.
Right.
And so, but
at least appreciate what you got.
But you know, Ocho, you back then, I'm 19, 20, 22.
Yeah. You listen, when you're young, and this is one of the things that is going to get the younger generation as well, is always thinking that I can always get better and I could always attain better. And you know what? All that gold or all that glitters ain't gold.
You're absolutely right, Ocho.
It sure ain't. Because the higher up you go, and women love to say this as well. Women love to say, "Oh, I'm gonna get a man with a bigger bag, or I'm gonna get a man that's richer than you. I'm gonna get somebody that looks better than you." But always understand what comes with that. There's always pros and cons to everything as you continue to want to climb the ladder, and whatever it is that you do, or whatever it is you're trying to attain. There's always a con and the bad side to it, outside of the pleasing aesthetics that we're used to seeing.
And the question is,
we stuck in the now. We don't think long term with nothing. Yeah. We don't think long term.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, Ocho, I look back and I was like, man, what was I? I mean, I have my moments because I spend a lot of time alone, just me and the dogs, and I'm alone in my thoughts, and I go back and I pan over the course of 35, 40 years of my life and saying, that was that. There have been, like, honestly, I can honestly say there have been three that no question should have been Mrs. Sharpe. No question.
Listen, we all got the okay. Well, so if you were someone to ask you the question, do you have somebody in your life? You know what? Damn, she was the one that got away. So you got three of those. You got three of them. Okay. And then, you know what? That's dope that you could be honest about.
Oh, for sure.
That's real dope, because a lot of people would be like, nah, I don't need nobody from my past. They are X for a reason. But there are some good people that we left behind. Yeah, due to circumstance, whether it be pride, whether it be ego, or feeling that we could find better than that. And most of the time, we're not successful in doing so.
And
we're just not.
And actually, one of them was the one that played that Michelle Ndegeocello song.
Oh, okay,
but I remember she told me this early in our relationship, and she said, Shannon, and I remember her and I was having a conversation. She said, Shannon, you're the worst thing that's ever happened to me. And I'm looking, I'm like, well, damn. She said, Shannon, I'm never going to meet a man like you. I'm not going to meet somebody as disciplined, as hardworking, as funny, as driven, as motivated. She said, I'm not going to meet that. She says, I know. She says, Shannon, I know that. She says, I know you're a once in a lifetime man. But she says, I also know you're not ready for what I'm ready for. She says, I'm gonna take it for what it's worth. We're gonna have as much fun. But she says, I know it's gonna stop. She said, because you're not ready for what I'm ready for.
Now, see, you know what? When you talk like that, and based on what you're saying, I know this is the older woman. This is a seasoned woman. Because if this was someone,
she was younger than I was. She was 4 years
with that type of maturity.
Yes, Ocho. Now you talk about, look here,
talking like that.
Oh, she was. I mean, when
everything you just said sounds like a seasoned vet that don't want to play no more games. That's done. The timing and understanding. You know what? I'm not sticking around for him to change.
Where I was in my life, and what I had going on, it was just I wasn't ready for what she could offer, and she was. When I say look, I'm talking about. There's only been a handful. I've had women that I could have conversation with, and we laugh and we talk. And there's one right now that's really special, and I've really never had the chemistry with her with someone else like I've had with her. But she's in a different situation. Mm-hmm. She's in her situation, and I'm happy for her.
Right.
And I wish them the best of luck. But this situation that I'm talking about, Ocho.
Right.
I'm talking about laughing and talking and just carrying on. I mean, get on the phone and we could talk hours, and all we do is talk about. And it's nothing, we cracking jokes, we making fun. Right. We go to a restaurant, and I asked her, we go in there, it's like, okay, and I was like, excuse me, will you guys let me bring my horse in? And I point to her, and she just busts out laughing.
Right.
And so we start to order, and she was like, I noticed you don't have any oats and apples on the menu. And she and they look at her like, yeah, I got my horse sitting over here, and he likes oats and apples. Yeah. So okay. We joking like that.
That kind of dynamic is fun.
Yes. That kind of dynamic is fun. She sent me a text and said Kentucky Derby said that your entry was denied and you're not going to be able to run this year. Stuff like that, Ocho. So she would do stuff like that.
Right.
But Ocho, right. I wasn't ready, Ocho. I wasn't.
So I'm based on what you're telling me. Listen, it sounds like the perfect story, but I guarantee you during this time you were still playing.
Oh yeah, I had just started to get into my own. Now all of a sudden, Ocho, I'm a 2-time, 3-time first team All-Pro. I've gone to like 3 consecutive Pro Bowls, 1,000-yard seasons. Now I'm John Elway's go-to guy. I'm now I'm really feeling good about myself.
Right. I know what you mean.
Hey, if she think I look good, I'm sure somebody else think that too. And that was the mistake I made. That was the mistake I made.
Yeah. God, that's great. I can see the chat. Somebody just said I'm dressed like Beetlejuice. And this is somebody said I'm dressed like Beetlejuice and really not understanding of who I'm wearing. Tell me, do me a favor. What's the name on the back of this? Just for the people in the chat get a better understanding. Uncultured swines.
That's Neymar Jr., the great Brazilian.
Yeah. This is the club Santos where he played at in Brazil before he made it to, I like to call the big leagues. This guy here, it's about him dressed like Beetlejuice.
Ocho, we got some news that's going to probably take over, and I'm sure Patrick Mahomes is going to be asked about it. Patrick Mahomes Sr. was arrested and charged with his third or more DWI. Mahomes Sr. was arrested on DWI charges multiple times over the last 12 years, 2012, 2018, 2019, and a recent arrest over the weekend. Mahomes was arrested for his second driving while intoxicated charge in 2018, served 40 days sentence, and he served those over the weekend. The news come a week before his son takes the field in Super Bowl 58. How do you expect young Patrick to handle this distraction?
I mean, this is not a distraction. This is not a distraction. It's something that he's dealt with before. His father has had 2 other issues, and it hasn't affected his play on the field. And when
next to this, right before the Super Bowl, now they're gonna ask him.
Yeah,
media day.
Oh yeah, but he ain't paying that no mind. He ain't paying that no mind. Even if they do ask him, we talk about a 2-time Super Bowl champ, one that will never be rattled. That's been in the highest of situations. He'll be fine. Again, it's unfortunate, especially for your father to not learn from the past 2 times.
Yeah, that's what's
the mistakes he's made. And as a father, I would think you would, at this point, you want to get an Uber. Yeah. You want to get an Uber. If you're inebriated, if you're drinking, if you're consuming alcohol, if you're out somewhere, don't even drive yourself. Have a driver. Obviously, you have a son that we already know that is completely well off. Talk to your son. Pat, have a talk with dad. Listen, Pops, if you want to go out, if you want to have fun, let me get a car service for you. Let me get a driver for you. That's really nothing, to make sure issues of this extent don't happen again. I think that's something that they should do going forward so they don't have to deal with this again, because obviously it's a stain on the family. And it's not going to affect Pat on the field, but off the field, having to deal with the media, having to deal with the scrutiny, having to deal with everyone in their personal family business is a bad look.
Anytime someone in the family becomes more prominent, high profile, everybody have to move differently. Patrick Mahomes Sr.
Yeah.
Your son is Patrick
Yeah.
Mahomes Jr. You can't move the same way you once could. You just can't. Ocho, I understood that my brother now was Sterling Sharpe, and he's the 7th pick in the NFL draft of the Green Bay Packers. All that trifling stuff that I wanted to do or that I was doing before, I couldn't do it anymore. Because they're going to say the younger brother of all-pro Packer receiver Sterling Sharpe, Shannon Sharpe, was arrested. Or, come on, Patrick Mahomes Sr. I mean, clearly he has an issue. I mean, there's no other way around it. And I hope hopefully he gets that resolved and not put himself, because he lucky. Because remember, Andy Reid's son had a DWI 3 days before the Super Bowl 55, crashing into a broken down car on the roadside, and the crash left a 5-year girl in a coma for 10 days, and she permanently disabled.
Oh, my goodness.
And so you like I said, a lot of times people think, well, it was just a DWI, nobody was hurt. But how many times have we heard situations where people was hurt? Henry Ruggs, alcohol, driving at a high rate of speed, slams into a car doing over 120 miles an hour. She's dead. His NFL career, he's in jail. Leonard Little,
I think
Leonard Little, involuntary manslaughter. Rams.
Wait, Rams?
Yes.
Little from Florida?
Yes.
From Florida?
Vehicular homicide.
Nice
Dante Stallworth.
I forgot. I don't even remember these situations.
I just hate that he put himself in that situation. He put himself in that situation. And like you said, Ocho. But here's the thing, Ocho. And his dad was a professional athlete. The one thing about athletes is that we don't think it's going to happen to us. We're invincible.
Well, it's already happened twice. So you can't be thinking like that. It's already happened twice. You think you're invincible based on the situation and the circumstance that you're in now. My son's Pat Mahomes. Wherever I am, if someone does stop me, you know what? It'll be a slap on the wrist. Listen here, Mr. Mahomes Sr., you can't be out here driving like that. Okay, they let you go. You can get away with a lot of things based on who your son is right now. But you run into that one officer.
Right.
You run into that one officer who wants that credit, who wants to be, the talk of the town in the department. But you're the one that they looking for that. But again, there's a problem that he might have, but there's a solution to it.
Yeah. Get sloppy drunk. Your son. Look here. If my dad was was an alcoholic, but had he been alive to see me and my brother play, he could. I'd have tried to get him help, but if he couldn't, hey, Dad, there's a car. You don't drive. You got a car, but don't you drive? Because I'm a spitting image of my dad. I look just like my dad. But I'm gonna have somebody with him. Now I'm gonna fire your ass if you let my daddy get behind the wheel. Your responsibility is to make sure he gets to and from. You driving.
Right. Well, listen, the funny thing is I have a little experience when it comes to having a parent that likes to drink, that loves to drink. Obviously on my end, it wasn't, she didn't like to drink and drive at the same time, but she would drink and it would affect our relationship. So, you asked me earlier, was your mom at the Super Bowl? Well, hell, it was hard to deal with her and be around her more than goddamn 2 or 3 goddamn hours because of her consumption of alcohol. And for those that don't know, we did, matter of fact, just to give a small glimpse of, you never met my mama. I think the world got a chance to see who she was and see what I had to deal with. My mom and she was an alcoholic. She drunk a lot, drunk a lot, to the point where my grandma my grandma raised me for that specific reason. Obviously, I can tell y'all because we all family, the drug use, the alcohol, and abusing it. So my grandma was like, listen, you leaving this little boy here with me, and you can go ahead and my mom moved off to LA. That's how I ended up in Santa Monica. Okay, back to the story. So dealing with her is she would always consume alcohol, and this might be one of the reasons why I've never drank. She would always consume alcohol, and then she would become someone I didn't even know. She would become someone I didn't even know, and I couldn't quite understand, why are you always angry? You can't be angry at me because I didn't do anything wrong. But then my grandma always having to explain to me, baby, this is what happens when she drinks, boom, along with other things. So I kind of empathize in a sense with Pat because I was still able to play, regardless of what was going on in my personal life and dealing with her.
Right.
So it's like it's crazy. And one of the reasons she got the name Hurricane Paula, because when she does consume alcohol, she becomes just that. It's a hurricane.
Right.
It's a hurricane. And we had a funny thing with friends of mine throughout the years. You're really not a friend of mine, or you ain't been around long enough if you haven't been cursed out by my mama. If you ain't been cursed out by mama, you aren't really a friend of mine because you ain't been around long enough. My kids got it. I got it. Anybody I dated got it. My coaches got it. My friends got it. Everybody. My teachers got it. Everybody. And it was hard to even have her around important events
You
because
didn't know if she was
I
going to
know
show up
once she
drunk,
gets in the
inebriated or not.
Well, hey, boy, listen, my mama and I wanted to help my mama the same way I'm sure Pat wants to help his dad. So I said, you know what? The opportunity presented itself where not only we can make a little money, I can get you some change, but we're gonna go on a show with some doctors. We did marriage boot camp. And Chad, if you haven't seen Marriage Boot Camp Family Edition between me and my mom, watch that when you get some time and you'll understand who she really was. Because, you know, most of the time you have family members go on camera and they put on and be someone that they're not. They put on their representative because the world is watching. Me and my mom went on that show. The whole point was to try to mend our relationship and find a way to make things work and figure out what's wrong with her past. They offered places she can go. They offered rehab. Every morning she woke up, what's the first thing you think she went and got?
Something to drink.
Something to drink. And they purposely allowed her to drink and drink and drink. And man, that woman stole the show. That woman stole the show. And obviously I let people that want to go back and watch it and see who Hurricane Paula was, cussed everybody out on the show, cussed out the producers, cussed out the castmates. And we didn't end up finishing the show because she cussed everybody out. She cussed everybody out and left the show before it ended. And from that point on, with me trying to help, there was really nothing I could do because she wasn't even trying to help herself. And my mama passed. She just passed in 2021. What'd you think she died from, Unc?
Probably scoliosis. Hard cirrhosis, not scoliosis, cirrhosis.
Alcohol poisoning. Alcohol poisoning. And so that's just the story with Pat, and it kind of resonates with me in a sense, not to the sense of her getting in trouble and arrested, but dealing with someone who likes to consume alcohol, and there's really no way to control it, even when you try to get him help him. They just
I don't understand why people like giving up control like that, Ocho. I mean, I think for us, especially like me, I got to be in control. I don't like, you know, I can only say there's been one time that I kind of lost control, but I was able to regain it, and that was the Lakers situation at that game. But I don't like being out of control, Ocho.
Right. Oh, you think
I was blacked out. Yeah, I'm glad that
you were drinking.
No, I wouldn't drink. Hell no. Nah.
Oh, so
I was good. Yeah, yeah. No, I wouldn't. No. That's one of the reasons. You know, I think because my father was an alcoholic also, and he ended up having both jawbones removed. Ended up having he ended up dying at when I was 13 years of age, and I saw him once to actually know who I was looking at. I saw him when I was in, I think, the kindergarten, first grade. I saw him in first grade. Right. And the next time I saw him, he didn't know I was looking at him. His face was like a looking glass. Right. I was just looking down and staring at him, and he didn't look nothing like the man that I remember seeing all those years ago. Right. But that's what the drinking had done to him. That's what the surgery of having both of his jawbones removed, and why he didn't want to come, because he told my grandma Charlie, that he didn't want his kids to see him in this kind of condition.
See him like that? Okay.
But what he didn't realize, I just wanted to see my father. It wasn't the conditions, it was the man that I wanted to see. And what I would give to have, if I could just have him and my grandfather, Barney Porter, the one that raised me, and him just to see what me and my brother became just for one day. I would love to see years and years, but just for one day to see what me and my brother became. That would probably top any day Pro Bowl, Hall of Fame, for them to see that. Because I remember my grandfather and my grandmother was happy, because remember I told you, Ocho, my grandfather and grandmother didn't sleep in the same bed. My grandfather
Right.
and my brother slept over here, and me and my grandmother slept over there, and they was having a conversation, and they thought we were all. I was asleep. I wasn't. This had to be about 2 o'clock in the morning. We didn't have a clock in the room, so I couldn't tell you. But I'm assuming it's probably around 2 o'clock in the morning. And I remember him saying so vividly. He said, "Mary," he said, "I might be dead and gone, but them boys gonna make something." He said, "They're so smart. They so attentive. They don't give us no back talk. They don't talk back." I'm thinking to myself, man, do you understand the punishment and the wrath that would rain down if we're afraid to talk back? But he said, and he said, that young one, he said, "Mary, that boy remember everything. He because we was our dad's, we was our grandfather's notepad. Because back then, Ocho ain't nobody had no cell phone. So somebody told you their number, you just had to remember it. My grandfather, somebody would tell my grandfather, "Oh, hey Barney, I got a new number, or I got a phone," because everybody at the time didn't have phone. "Hey Barney, I got a number, I got a new phone, I got a phone." Hey, tell it to them boys. So it was me and my brother's job to remember the phone number, and I just remember that, and that stuck with me. Here I am, 5-6 years of age, and he could project into the future, 25 years later, that them two boys gonna make something. Man, that made me so proud to hear him say that as I'm playing in high school, as I'm playing in college, and I'm playing in the NFL, and I'm thinking back, my grandfather saw this. And so to have my dad, my actual dad, and my grandfather, if only for one day, to see what I became, even if they don't see me play football, but just see the man that I became, because I named my son after my dad. But man, Ocho, that was, my grandparents didn't. I remember my grandfather got stopped by the state trooper. My grandfather probably driving 120. So, guy said license, registration, insurance. My grandfather reached in the glove box, handed it to him. He said, "Mr. Porter." He said, "Yeah." He said, "Yeah." He said, "You been drinking?" My grandfather said, "Yeah, about 40 years ago." "Boy, that's before your time, right?" He said, "Yeah, it was, Mr. Porter." He said, "Okay, now I'm going to need you to slow it down." He said, "Okay." But I think my grandmother said that's why, they started having kids, and they stopped drinking. And obviously they drank communion, but we never had alcohol in the house.
Right.
But I just would want my grandfather and my dad to see what me and my brother became. Yeah. That's it.
You know what? That's dope. And I've never thought about it like that, because my mom was around to see all of my success. I would love for her to see how far I've come after falling, off that mountaintop, and the climb that I'm making to get back to where I fell from. But I would love to see what our relationship would have been like if she hadn't consumed alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
I would love for you to be at every event I had. I would love for you to be at games. I would love for you to be at red carpet stuff. I would love for you to travel. I would love for you to go to Pro Bowl. Listen, the game she did go to, she got into it with people and
Oh
embarrassed me.
man. Damn, Ocho.
The red carpet stuff that I did take her to, I got to get this drink before I put my clothes on. She embarrassed me. So every time I would try to bring her around those events where your mother's supposed to be present as a reason on why you here, as an example of, listen, I done made you proud. I need you front and center. In all those instances, what did she do? Cuss somebody out, put her hands on somebody. And these are times where these were suable offenses that she's done, and people kind of understood based on, okay, you know what? I don't think that's really her. I think the fact that she has consumed alcohol, because we can smell it, along with other things, but I'm not gonna go there. There's no point for that. But I got off a lot. And I think that's probably why I've never had alcohol before. And a lot of people don't believe me. A lot of people, perception, when you
A person's reception is their reality,
say,
Ocho.
what? Oh, yeah.
But that doesn't mean it's the truth.
You think I'm wild. Yeah, no. People think I'm wild. They think I club because they let that on-field persona that I put on, but that wasn't but a character. Off-field, I'm nothing like that. Nothing like that. But that's enough of that before I start crying.
Kadarius Toney is back participating in practice.
Yeah.
Will Toney make a difference in the Super Bowl?
Goddamn right. Goddamn right. I know what Kadarius Toney went through to even get to this point. Not the Super Bowl, but what he went through to even get to this point. I already talked to Kadarius anyway. If I talked to him. Think about what you went through in life to get to this point. Nobody knows that story. Everybody sees the finished product. So you got a book. You've been writing. You know what? The book hasn't been going so well. You in the middle of it. Boy, you got a chance to close that bitch out the right way, though. You got a chance to close that book out the right way. Things didn't go the way you want to. I know what you could do. I know what you could do when you got confidence. I know what you could do with the ball in your hands.
Right.
You need to focus on one thing in this one game. When the opportunities come and they present themselves, act like Kadarius Toney. Act like the Kadarius Toney we used to seeing with a smile, having fun, sure, shaking and juking. Do what you do. That's it. It's just another game. Pretend you're a little kid again. Don't even think of it as I'm in the Super Bowl. Envision yourself as a little kid again when you at your highest confidence, at your highest peak of enjoying what you love to do and what you've been doing all your life. It's still football at the end of the day. Go have fun. Just go have fun.
Hopefully he listened to what you had to say. He was able to take it in. And if he is fortunate enough to get on that field on Sunday, he'll be a great representative of himself and what you expect him to be. NFL.com says Kyle Shanahan has the most at stake in the Super Bowl. Mahomes is second, Purdy is third. Who do you believe has the most at stake at the Super Bowl? And does Kyle need to win a Super Bowl to prove he's a great head coach?
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. Obviously, two-time Super Bowl champ Mahomes, there's no pressure on him. Andy Reid, there's no pressure on him. Brock Purdy, he's Mr. Relevant. He will always have that to fall back on as a crutch if things don't work out. But Kyle Shanahan has been in the Super Bowl 3 times now. One with the Falcons and 2 with...
This will be a second one with the 49ers.
2 with the 49ers, right? Yeah, 2 with the 49ers. So obviously, he is a great coach because his resume in the regular season, in the postseason, is up to par. All he needs is the cherry on top. He got the cupcake. But let's put some sprinkles on that motherfucker. And you know what the sprinkles are to finish the cupcake? It's winning the Super Bowl. Now, the bad thing about it is it ain't going to come next week. It's going to come at some point. But he does need to win one. Does he really need to win one to solidify himself as a great coach? No, because there are a lot of great NFL players that have played this game and never won a Super Bowl. Barry Sanders was great. Dan Marino was great. Hell, even Ocho was great. I ain't got no goddamn ring except this one right here.
Right.
But that doesn't take the fact away that I was great at what I did. But again, for the sake of the argument and what we're talking about right now, winning a Super Bowl would be the icing on the cake for Shanahan and that family in general, and being not just great players, but great coaches in the NFL.
Right. I think the thing is, look, can you imagine? Because that's Coach Belichick. Coach Belichick won as a D coordinator, as a DC. He won 2 as a DC at the Giants. Right. And now he won 6 as a head coach. So I think when you look at, so that's what Kyle Shanahan could have had. He could have had one as a coordinator, and then he moves up the ranks, and now he's a head coach. So that puts him in very, very exclusive company. I think you'd probably have to go back to maybe Lombardi and Landry. I think they won one with the Giants. Maybe the Colts beat them in 58. I don't know if they won one. I think the Colts beat them in 58 in what people call the greatest game ever. The Colts beat the Giants in the 58 championship. Was that it? Might have been the first game that was televised too. That was the Colts and the Giants, right? You're right. And if I'm not mistaken, wasn't Landry and Lombardi the coordinators? Because Coach Lombardi was an OC and Coach Landry was a DC. If I'm not mistaken, because they hyped it up when they played in the Ice Bowl in '67. I think that's when the '67 when the Packers played the Cowboys, they were hyping it up. Okay. Ocho, I ain't have time to study for this. I didn't even know this was coming up. And Ash is just so upset
Right.
with me. She's looking over here. Why'd you even ask me? You already knew it. Yeah, but Coach Landry was the defensive coordinator. Coach Lombardi was the OC for the Giants.
Right.
Because remember, I told you that's why Coach Landry had 1-3-5 to the right and 2-4-6-8 to the left, because he was a DC
Right.
and everything was flipped around in his eyes.
Flip the other
Yes.
way. Right.
So the right was the left and the left was right. So that's why we had to learn it like it was. And so things could have been a lot different, could be a lot different if Kyle, because I think he's one of the great offensive minds. I think he's one of the great coaches in the NFL. And this definitely puts you in a different light when you win that championship. Mm-hmm. And that's on your resume, Super Bowl winning coach. And to get there, I mean, you think about he's gotten there with quarterbacks that's not of the greatest of pedigree. He got there with Jimmy Garoppolo. Right. Jimmy Garoppolo was a second-round pick. People didn't think much of him, even though he was in the second round. Brock Purdy, Mr. Relevant. People, they're like, okay, yeah, but how good is he? This is an opportunity for him to answer a lot of questions. Kyle gets to answer questions. Purdy gets to answer a lot of questions. I think for Mahomes, what he has at stake, now he inches closer to Brady. I've won 3 Super Bowls in 4 years. Well. The likelihood he's probably, if they win it, he's going to be the MVP. Now, you're saying, okay, the only person that's in his sights is Tom Brady.
Yep, that's it.
So I think for me, I like the way they have it rated. I think Kyle does have the most at stake because he's been here before, had an opportunity to go up 28-3. But at the end of the day, Ocho, this is what you and I both know. Even as an offense and defensive coordinator, the head coach can hear everything that's going on. So if Dan Quinn had a problem with Kyle just throwing the football, you got to say, hey, hit that button. Hey, Kyle, on this, run it now. Let's take some of this time off the clock. We up 21-3. Right. Because you do realize the more you throw it, the more times you set your quarterback in harm's way, somebody hitting him in his back, somebody missing the block. Right. You throw it to get tipped, to get picked, and what happened? Colvin goes out, Freeman comes in, Freeman whiffs the block, boom, I get hit in my face, I fumble the ball. Now all of a sudden I've given New England new life. Now I've given them momentum, and didn't look back after that. Yeah. So Jay-Z accepts Dr. Dre's Global Impact Award, shades the Recording Academy for never giving Beyoncé album of the year. Jay-Z used time on stage to shout out his wife's 33 Grammy victories and questioned why she hasn't won Grammy's highest honor. Ocho, what do you think about Hove? Now, normally, when Hove talks, people listen. Now, I don't know how well the Academy is going to take to this, because you're like, okay, you want to try to show us up? We ain't voting for it next year or the year after that either.
Well, you know what? That's what a husband does.
He's supposed to.
That's what a husband does. The resume, the accolades, and everything that Beyonce has done since she was a little girl, based on to where she is now, obviously being the most decorated Grammy award-winning artist, at some point should have won the highest honor that they have.
Yeah.
The Grammys. The fact that she hasn't, I think, is a personal choice from someone that may have an issue with her. Whatever it may be, something may be going on behind the scenes that we don't know about. I think Beyonce is one that is known not to come to certain award shows when things are said that don't sit well with her or sit well with the family. And I think Jay-Z did.
Ocho, not to cut you off. Jay-Z said, I don't want to embarrass this young lady, but she has more Grammys than anyone and never won Album of the Year. If I'm not mistaken, Beyonce has 33 Grammys, right? She's won 33 wins. So by even your own metrics, it doesn't make sense. It's kind of like the coach that has the most victories, it doesn't have a Super Bowl win. But let me go on. Think about that. The most Grammys and never won Album of the Year. That doesn't work.
Right.
Taylor Swift just won Album of the Year.
See how sometimes they play right in your face. Now, I am not as well versed and knowledgeable in the music world. So I would love to get my expertise, but just from the outside looking in, being the most decorated and winning the most Grammys, but not having the highest honor that they offer and can give to an artist is something personal that I don't know about. I know it's personal. Obviously, it
Right.
has to be between whoever the powers that be that run the Grammys and make the decision on who wins. And
Yeah.
obviously, Jay-Z, being the husband that he is, seeing that it's not right and addressing it at the right time when it matters most, he said what he needed to say.
Ocho, look, I mean, I used to watch all the time, but I never understood. I thought, in the way I thought, like most people, well, if you sell the most albums, you got album of the year. It doesn't work like that, Ocho. Hell, Herbie Hancock sold 50,000 albums one year, and I think he beat NSYNC. He beat NSYNC. I'm like, how?
Right.
So it doesn't make sense that you would think in most things, Ocho, if I score the most points, guess what? I win the game. If I score the most runs, I win the game. If I catch the most, if I catch the most pounds, if I'm in a bass contest, it doesn't go by the number of fish, it goes by the weight of the fish. But if I have more weight, I'm gonna win. So you would think in the Grammys.
Not.
And the same thing in the movie said in the Oscars. You think, well, if I got a movie that grossed $1 billion, how your movie do 200,000 and you win movie of the year?
I think it's different in all that we do in life. Those of you that are in the chat that work in the corporate world, those of us that are in football and the sports world, those that just in everyday life, there's one thing that goes on, and it's called politics.
Yeah.
And if you know the game, and the game has always been the game for a very long time, and understanding that maybe at sometimes you go for a job interview and you qualified, but they give it to someone else that isn't. It's politics. It comes in all shapes, sizes, and forms, in all different workplaces, even at the highest, regardless of what it is. And that's all I can say it comes down to, because again, I am not that well knowledgeable when it comes to the Grammys and the music world in general, but it has to be something.
Well, I'm gonna put it like this here, Ocho. Look, I ain't got no problem with Taylor Swift winning album of the year. This ain't no situation where I'm finna get up on my soapbox and pull a Kanye and try to come take the Grammy out of Taylor Swift's hand. Because if you think about it, she hadn't looked back since then. If you think about that moment, she has not looked back since then. So look,
but she been on a hell of a run.
Woo!
Boy. She been on a hell of a run since then.
Only the Kenyans run long and harder than she has. Man. But look, like I said, Ocho, I can't sit here and say I know any Taylor Swift songs. I think she's immensely talented. I think she does a great job. Her fan base, they rally behind her. Just like Beyonce. That's not, I mean, they call her that. I'm going to be respectful. Beyonce. But at the end of the day, it's hard. It's hard for me to believe somebody got 33 Grammys. So that means she got 1, 2, 3, 4 songs that's winning, but you ain't got album of the year. Now make it make sense, Ocho. Now see, that's where you're losing me. Now you tell me you like my songs, but you don't like the album. Now even Beyonce should have won for Lemonade. Even Adele, who won that year, said, you know what, Beyonce, you should have won this award.
That you notice what Adele did? You see how she stood on 10? She stood on business and understanding how y'all give me this, knowing what this woman has done, the project, the visuals. Again, Lemonade. I know you don't believe me. I helped with the choreography. I was behind that, so I felt it was crazy, even with Adele being the great artist that she is. The fact that she even stood up there and acknowledged what Beyonce had done, that's how you know it's personal. That's how you know it's personal. And Taylor Swift won a Grammy tonight for album of the year.
No, hold on, Ocho. No, there's people in the chat.
What did she win a Grammy for?
I'm saying there's people in the chat said, Shannon, didn't you say Taylor Swift was better than Beyonce? No, that's not what I said.
No, it's not what he said. Come on, now. Why y'all putting words in his mouth? Come on, now. Y'all know what he said.
But see, here's the thing, Ocho. If I don't like what you say, how can I get it? If I don't like what you say personally, how can I fix it to get other people to not like what you said? Maybe I add something or I take something out. And they don't provide context. So a lot of people ran with Shannon Sharpe says Taylor Swift is better than Beyonce. Shannon Sharpe says Taylor Swift is more talented than Beyonce. Shannon Sharpe says Taylor Swift is this generation's Michael Jackson. What I did.
So instead of watching the clips when you can clearly hear exactly
but Ocho, but see, if I did that, then see, people don't want the truth, because if I told you the truth, it would destroy your illusions. So they don't want the truth. See,
there you go with them bars.
Perception is a person's reality, but that doesn't make it true. What you believe, Ocho, is whatever your perception is, that's your reality. But this, just because that's your reality, that doesn't make it true. So people think, well, my perception is true to you, but that doesn't make it true. So
listen,
I've met Beyonce. I think she's unbelievable. She's an immensely talented artist. She can sing, she can dance, she's a great wife, she's a great mother, she's great. And it's hard for me to believe. And like I said, I don't really know enough of the Academy. I used to watch the Grammy Awards, and because, I wanted to see Michael, and I wanted to see all the artists perform. But it's just hard for me to believe somebody that's won that many individual Grammys doesn't have Album of the Year.
It's personal. Listen, Taylor Swift one day.
So I think she got two. She got two albums of the year, doesn't she? Because I think she won Album of the Year when Kanye walked his ass up on stage. You remember when Kanye walked up on stage and said, "Hey, no disrespect to you, Taylor Swift, but Album of the Year should have went to."
Again, it's something personal that
she got four albums of the year.
Yeah. Hey, listen, she has four. And listen, her latest album with the Taylor Swift effect, it even got a hold of me. So I had to go and listen and hear what her music sounded like, because I was unfamiliar with it. I knew she was a great artist in general, but I had to go back and listen. And I even like some of her songs. I Wish You Would, Bad Blood. She got one called Out of the Woods. I like Out of the Woods a little bit. But again, that's really not my genre of music that I enjoy, but I did go check it out. So her winning Album of the Year this year, I understand. But Beyonce, based on the resume.
And all those records, be it Renaissance, Lemonade, all that. Come on now. Not one?
Come on now.
Y'all can throw. Let's do Ocho. Yeah, like we used to say, hey, throw a bone. You can throw a bone.
It's personal. Yeah.
Hey, and
it's personal.
And I don't know if you saw this. Killer Mike won 3 Album of the Year song.
I saw that on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, he won 3 of them. He won 3. But why was he arrested?
Don't start me the line. I'm sure to come out. I hate that it's kind of like, as long as it's taking him to win an individual Grammy. I think he's been on some songs with Outkast or something like that, and he's won Grammy, but this was his night, and unfortunately it ends up like this. I hate that for Killer Mike. I know Killer Mike and I know Michael Bender. And the Michael Bender has been great for the city of Atlanta. He's giving kids a vision to see what you can become. He's so great for the city of Atlanta. With voting and getting out and trying to help young Black men and women do better about themselves. And I'm sure whatever transpired would come out, but I just hate that this happened to Killer Mike tonight on his night when it should have been a great evening for him. And unfortunately, it's marred, and he got led away in handcuffs.
You think it was something he might have said? Obviously, they don't take you to jail or put you in handcuffs for the words, but obviously, Killer Mike being an activist and standing tall on his beliefs and what he believes. And do you think it's something he might have said to someone that's a part of the Grammys that might have had the power to say, you know what, I'm not going to deal with this tonight. Please take him out or escort him out of here? Don't
start me the line, Ocho. I would be speculating, and I have too much respect for that man to speculate on what could have happened or what possibly happened. So I'm gonna let the reports come out, and hopefully everything works out. Hopefully he's out. This probably happened a couple of hours ago. So hopefully Mayor Karen Bass, Andre Dinkins, who's the mayor of Atlanta, hopefully they've come together and they've found a way to get him out and let him enjoy the rest of his evening. And so hopefully in this situation, cooler heads prevail, and we get to some kind of resolution, and Killer Mike is able to enjoy the rest of his evening. But congratulations to all the winners at the Grammys tonight. We know, Ocho, and anything you do, everybody can't win. So everybody is not going to be on the highest of highs like those winners. And somebody, some people, they might not ever get nominated for a Grammy again. Sometimes it's your only opportunity. It's like going to the Super Bowl, Ocho. Everybody ain't gonna be Patrick Mahomes and go back 4 times in 5 years.
Oh yeah.
And so to all the winners, congratulations, and to the people that didn't win. I don't like to, hopefully you guys get an opportunity to come back and you'll feel what the winners felt this year at a later date and time. So that's what I'm thinking. Stephen Walker said, Unc and Ocho, y'all realize y'all pulled 25,000 plus people from the Grammys. This content are better, in my opinion. I mean, they had some heavyweights that was performing tonight. But this is the Academies. If you in recording, this is your night. This is the biggest and brightest. So,
and this is also those who play the game the right way. If you know what I'm talking about, this is for those artists who play the game the right way.
Ocho, but think about it.
You got to play their game. You got to play their game. When you play their game, then that's where the accolades and the awards come from. I don't think Beyonce is one of those that's going to bend on knee to play your game. I'm going to do it my way. I'm going to do it my way. And I think that is one of the problems and one of the issues is the fact that she chooses not to play whatever game that you should play as an artist, and they are making her pay for it. That's the only thing I can think of for her to be as decorated as she is and not have an album.
It's hard.
Oh, so that's how you want to do us?
Because okay. I think all the greats, I think when you look at all the greats, you look at Whitney, and I think of Mariah, and I think Aretha, and I think that's the kind of the kind of company that we hold Beyonce in. And if I'm not mistaken, all three of those, all those women, Aretha, Whitney, Mariah, I think if I'm not mistaken, all of them have won Album of the Year. I feel very comfortable in saying all of those artists have won Album of the Year. And I think when we hold Beyonce in that regard, and she doesn't have one, it's tough. It's tough.
But the funny thing about it, even without her winning one, even without her winning Album of the Year, her work, her artistry, her visuals, her music will still always reign supreme.
Mariah doesn't have an Album of the Year, but Whitney and Aretha does, right?
Yeah. I mean, still, Beyonce will reign supreme, regardless in the eyes of her fans and those.
Man, Whitney didn't win for that. Excuse me, Mariah didn't win for Vision. What the album? Yeah, no. Vision of Love, that one that came out in 1990.
It was a good one.
What? Vision of Love?
Yeah. Hey, Mariah can sing.
Man, they better stop playing with
me. Mariah got one of the five greatest voices of all time.
I won't fight you on that.
I
won't fight you on that.
Oh, okay. I was just making a show now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Mariah can sing.
Boy, she could.
Yeah.
She got range, man.
Her prime Whitney, and you know the Queen of Soul, Aretha. You know Aretha blow too now.
Yeah.
Celine Dion. Y'all, people sleep on Celine Dion. And you mentioned Mariah.
Woo! Celine got a beautiful voice. And remember, I think we had an episode we talked about this a while ago. Christina Aguilera. I'm talking about range.
Pint size. She ain't but this tall. Stephanie Mills.
What? Stephanie Mills. Listen, Christina Aguilera sing like she's 6'8".
Ariana Grande got a voice too. I'm trying to see. You don't know.
She do?
Aretha win Album of the Year.
Like that.
Damn, Aretha win Album of the Year. So Beyonce, you in great company, baby. I mean, you in great company. If Mariah and Aretha ain't got one, but I think I definitely think she's very deserving. I think she's.
They all are. They're all are deserving if you understand what goes into the process before the finished product that we as fans get and the work that they got to put in. They all deserve.
That's what makes it so hard, Ocho, is that we play the sport and we know what we see. For me, it was hard for me. And people are like, well, man, why you take it so hard? Because I know what I put in. See, I can't be mad at results that I didn't get for the work that I didn't put in. See, that's why it hurts. See, if it doesn't hurt you to lose, you ain't put enough work in there. You ain't put enough work in it. You didn't. Yeah. You didn't sacrifice nearly enough. What do you want to tell me? Oh, Lauryn Hill. Oh, yeah. Well, she was her first album, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
But
listen, I mean, she won what, 7? She won 7 Grammys that night? Because I think she got 8 total. For The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, yeah.
You talk about never a no skip album. It ain't too many no skip albums.
They're not.
That's a classic. That when you talk about classics, that education, the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill is a classic. Oh man,
she was nominated for 10 and won 5, including album of the year. Yeah, but I don't know who else. I mean, I don't remember back then. But Lauryn Hill, that Miseducation was
unbelievable.
And then she Ash was reading some of the names that won. Tracy, if I'm not mistaken, I think Tracy Chapman performed tonight. You Got a Fast Car. That used to be my favorite. That was one of my favorite songs.
You got a fast car.
Don't say no more of it, because
okay, my bad.
Yeah, there have been some outstanding performances at the Grammys. Like I said, I look. This is not me standing on my soapbox. Congratulations to all the winners. Congratulations to Taylor, who won a 4th album of the year. Beyonce, I know, and you know it's kind of hard because unless you've been through something, it's hard to tell somebody what they're going through. You know, you try to tell somebody, I was in the Super Bowl, Ocho, and I won all 3 of them. How do I console someone? How do I tell someone, hey man, you'll get them, bro? That's not a regular season game. You got to run the gauntlet. Ain't no guarantee
to get there. You gonna be back? Yeah.
Nah, that's not okay. We in week 4. Hey, bro. Hey, y'all. Hey, good luck. Hey, I see you down the road. Okay, we gonna play week 5. The Super Bowl doesn't work like that. Right. A lot of people that's gone and haven't never made it back. Ocho, I noticed you saw my method of transportation. You tweeted.
Come on with the book. Come on, man. You ain't moving right.
So you said I flew private, and we talked about being financially conscious. This is unacceptable, and I will address this tomorrow. Ocho, let me tell you what my method of transportation.
Wait. Hold that. Don't start yet. Hold on. Let me grab a Red Bull because I need some wings for this shit.
Man, Ocho be hating on me, y'all. Man, y'all know Ocho be hating on me. This Apple Music thing popped up, Jordan.
Baby, what?
Man, Ocho be hating on me. You know what I'm saying? I guess he want me to take Greyhound or Trailways or something.
Baby, what?
I mean, I'm just trying to get to point A to point B as fast and as safe as possible.
Okay. Come on now. Go ahead. Say your little piece on why yet again. You out there spending unnecessarily when there are other ways to get where you need to go to.
There wasn't
at a much better rate.
I had to get there and back. Now, let me tell you about my method of transportation. I happen to be flying a Citation 10. The Citation 10 is the fastest.
Are you trying
I wouldn't stun on you, but I'm just trying to tell you, Ocho. I flew a Citation 10, which is the fastest non-military plane flying. Has a max speed of 720 miles an hour. So, I mean, I think it set a speed record. Jordan, what did he say? They went from LA to Fort Lauderdale, or was it Vegas to Fort Lauderdale in 3 hours and 14 minutes? I think they said they went from Las Vegas to Fort Lauderdale in 3 hours and 14 minutes. Now, I don't know if anybody's ever been on a plane from Vegas to Fort Lauderdale, but that's booking. I mean, that's humping.
Yeah, it's booking. The only citation I know about is when I park in the wrong spot. You know, you park by a hydrant or you park outside the line or your meter run out and you get a citation. That's the only citation I ever know about, and the only citation I will ever acknowledge. But go ahead.
And so, your boy doing big thing, doing it well, doing it.
Right,
And
right,
I
right,
saw you
right.
on there in my mention yesterday, jocking me for being on a citation.
It made no it didn't make any
But
sense
it
to
didn't
me.
make no sense,
It didn't make
Ocho.
any sense to me because you had to go to LA. You had to go to LA to Fort
No,
Lauderdale,
I
right?
had to go to Dallas. I was in Dallas.
Oh, so you went to LA to
Yeah,
Dallas?
I flew out of the private airport. I flew out of Van Nuys.
Why would you fly to Van Nuys and they got an airport right at LAX that has American, Delta, Spirit, Southwest, JetBlue, Frontier, that could they all have flights at a great adequate price that would have been good for you, that can get you from LA to Dallas. But you had to get on the Citation 10 because it can travel at miles up to 700 miles an hour, and it got you there in 3 hours and 45 minutes.
Whoa, we didn't take no 3 hours and 45 minutes.
How long it took?
Took about. Because the pilot came back there and says, Mr. Sharpe, we're cruising at about 700 miles an hour. Is everything okay? You need anything? Yeah,
you gonna throw that in?
He said we got snacks up there. So, they had water, they had soda, they had all the snacks we needed.
Right. Yeah. They got that on the regular domestic airlines too.
Ocho.
They got that on the regular airlines too. They got
Ocho.
snacks.
Ocho, I had to get from point A to point B.
Yeah, you got from point A to point B, but you did
economically
at a huh?
Economically.
No, you did. How much was it? I don't mean to be in your personal business. How much was it to get from point A to point B?
Man, Ocho, you don't. If you have to ask how much something costs, you can't afford it. You don't go into the Birkin store. You didn't ask when you bought Rail that Birkin bag. You ain't ask him how much it costs. Now you over there pocket watching.
I ain't pocket watching. I just want to know. You just said you made an economic decision and it was good for you. You did not. You can't be. Listen, we are an example. We are an example for the young people. We are an example for the older people. We are an example for people that watch our show, that are here to learn, to better themselves and be financially conscious in their decision making in the economy that we are in. If you are making rash decisions like getting on a Citation 10 because you want to get from point A to point B on a private jet at 32,000 feet, going cruising at 700 miles, that doesn't send the right message to the people that follow us. And we have to align in our core values for this shit to work. We have to stay on one accord. And right now, you on your own track. And for us to get what we trying to get to, if we trying to be here, it got to be easy.
Have you ever flown first class?
So when you go from point A to point B, I need you to align with me in that area when it comes to spending.
Ocho, but see, here's the thing though, Ocho. You got that big old house in Miami and you got all that stuff. Ocho, I ain't got that. I don't be spending no money like that.
That's the second time you've been on a private jet.
Fourth time, but I ain't counting
this year.
Yeah, I was out there.
Hey, hold on. How many times you been on there?
Jordan, how many times? Hey, Ash, how many times we been on the plane? Okay, we flew from Colorado to New York. We flew from North Carolina. Jordan, where did we go, Jordan? We went to Colorado on one.
Now, do you understand? Did you add up what that cost? Did you add up? I mean, have you ever sat back and just got your calculator out and added up what it costs and compare it to if you flew domestic with Ash or with Jordan and understand how much money you could have saved, regardless of what you have coming in? Regardless,
I ain't got no money coming in yet, though, Joe. I'm trying. I'm out here, pounding on doors and trying to get advertisers and sponsors. And so sometimes I have to take the private jet to try to drum up money for Nightcap. But since you told me I shouldn't be doing that, guess what?
Whoa. If you need to drum up money for Nightcap, then we need to be making those type of economical decisions and not spending money before the money come in. What are we doing?
First of all, you do realize, like, when I spend money, it ain't Nightcap money, it's my money.
Yeah, that's the point I'm trying to make. Don't spend
But
your money.
you know what? Since you mentioned
You
that,
don't have to.
I'm gonna start spending our money on private jets. Since Nike.
No, 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 no.
Nah,
We're
actually,
gonna do what we're gonna do from there. We're gonna do from this point on. This is 2024. Let's leave all the stunting and the flying private. Leave that back in 2023. We have to be an example for the people. The people are watching us. They're watching how we move. People are watching how I move. I stay on brand with who I've been
but
for the
that ain't on
past
brand
20,
for me.
25 years.
Spirit ain't on brand for me. They see how I roll.
Seat 13A, exit row, plenty leg room for you. It gets you from point A to point B under $100.
I don't know. I had a whole row by myself. Oh, what seat you had, Jordan? You know what? With 3 people on the plane, me, Jordan, one of my handlers.
And sometimes on Spirit, sometimes it's only 3
I
or
don't
4
blame
on
because
mine
everybody
too.
else said, hell no, it ain't my time to go. I ain't getting on here.
Nah, here y'all. Yeah, everybody got jokes, man. It's okay.
Ocho, but you know what I'm saying? Ocho, I remember when I was like, I used to fly coach. I hadn't flown coach in a very long time. But I remember walking by, like, man, one day I'm going to be up here. I'm going to sit up here. And I remember the first time I bought a first class ticket, I told my sister, she like, boy, you spent all that money? I said, yep. And guess where my sister fly? First class. All the kids, first class. My mom, first class. You think I'm going to put my mom in the back? Hell no. I think we might have a Jordan. We got another flight. I think we got another flight from Atlanta to Indiana. Indy. Oh, hold on.
My grandma always used to say, man, a hard head make a soft ass.
Ocho, let me live.
I'm letting you. What? No. If you want to live, let's live. Let's open up Pandora's box in some other areas of your life. Not when it comes to flying private. Like open up the areas of dealing with women, right? All of them. Give everybody a chance. How about try the whipped cream? How about let's start eating ass? How about let's start there? How about let's start? Hey, hold on. Hey, stay with me. No, you thought you want to live, right? How about we start sucking some toes? Start sucking some toes. Get you some whipped cream. You got a Publix? Wait, no, you ain't LA. What y'all got? Y'all got Ralph's.
And Bonds.
Go to Ralph's. Get you some whipped cream and try some new shit. Blindfolder. Put on some handcuffs.
They already know. I cuff up now. I cuff up.
Okay. You talk about
I got
living.
zip ties too.
You don't got to fly private. You ain't got to fly private. I said that out loud. Let's live in other areas.
I said that out loud. I said zip ties.
Oh, zip ties?
Ocho, I tell you what I'm gonna do, Ocho. I tell you what. The first one that let me put some old oxtail gravy. Let me pour that down your back. Let me put some old neck bone gravy, some smothered fried chicken or pork chop gravy on your toes.
Yeah.
Count your boy in.
Yeah. Now we talking.
Yeah, let me do that. Let me do that right there.
That's living. That's
let me get some of those good old brown, some of that old good old brown or some old red-eye gravy and pour it down your back.
Yeah. See, that's perfect. See, now you're taking things that you're familiar with, things that you like.
I love,
like
man.
I
love
you like the texture. You like
the oxtails.
Yeah. You love the bingo. So you take that, you take those ingredients, and then you add them on the toes, or you add them to the rectum area. You feel me?
Ooh,
and
let me take
then
another
you go to work.
Lord. Man. Hey,
you trying to live? We go. If you want to live, we gonna live. But it ain't gonna cost 20, 30, 40, or 50,000. But we gonna live. You're gonna enjoy. We gonna enjoy ourselves. That's what we gonna do.
Man, in that situation, I'm gonna have to have sex in my backyard. You ain't finna mess up my bed with no gravy, no rice.
I told you what to do. You get the shower curtain from
Target.
No
woman gonna let you pour no oxtail gravy down her back.
Yes, she will, man. Man, they into that, man.
Oxtail gravy.
Yes, you ain't see 50 Shades of Grey.
Man, look here. They talk about chocolate and stuff like that from fondue. They ain't talking about no oxtails and nothing.
Boy,
no smothered fried pork chop.
Breed. It's a new breed out here, It's a new breed
Yeah,
out here,
like
man.
that,
And
Ocho, for real though.
everything, yeah, everything.
Up the
Listen,
muscle.
it's a different world. So you got to do things different because they done seen it all now. You know, everything is magnified because of social media. So they done seen everything. And then you got to come with something different. Come in there with some
I'm
mashed
coming that thing
potatoes.
with a pot of neck bone grazers, some smothered fried pork chop.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw one of those smothered fried
Yeah.
pork chops on the back.
Yeah. Dip it right in it.
That's the only thing
dip it
that's
right
the
in
only
it.
thing I'm gonna eat in that bedroom. The smothered fried pork chop.
No. You gotta add that. You gotta add that. Combine it together. Now you living.
Ah, man, you know what? I bet I get the most smothered fried pork chops and them oxtails and get them diamonds in me. Boy.
Boy, you take it to work. You can ride it like a PBR
Man,
bull.
think I walk with a wheel?
You're riding like a PBR bull. Yeah. I tell you no lie. I lie for you before I lie to you.
Oh, they already know now. When Shay get on them diamonds, I'm a rider like a scooter in Mexico. You know everybody on scooter. You know what I'm saying? Everybody on scooters in Mexico. I get them diamonds on me now. You better stop playing with O'Shea. I'm just saying, Ocho.
Oh, look, a scooter in Mexico.
You know everybody on scooters in Mexico.
Yeah, hey, you should have said a scooter in the DR because if you ever been to the DR, you know everybody in the DR is on the scooter.
I ain't never been to the DR, but I've seen some of the women from the DR.
Right.
We be like, you can't tell.
Yeah, I ain't.
Yeah, we gonna let Real sleep because I don't want Real to get up there.
Yeah,
and be talking about you.
She just woke up. She just woke up, baby. Oh, she went back to sleep. Oh man, that was a good one.
Hey, Press Playboy said, if you want to be a part of the Mile High Club, then the plane got to be in the air, not just stay on the runway. It would be the Mile Away Club, addressing what you said on the podcast. You know what? Yeah, you're right. So how long? Hold on, chat. How long do I have to be in the air? I mean, so what if we don't get to a comfortable altitude of 32,000 feet? What if we just get up to like 10,000 feet?
The air is the
because you know what I'm saying, Ocho. The landing gear won't even be up in the plane. You know how the plane, you know, when they get up and the landing gear comes up, folds up under the plane, the tires will never get up under them.
You know what? When you think about it, you talk about air. Michael Jordan's nickname was Air Jordan, right? And the highest how high is it? The NBA rim.
Yeah.
10 feet, 10, 11 feet, something like that. Well, shit. Long as you 10 feet in the air and you got action going on horizontally or vertically, that's the air up there.
But I ain't got to do all that other stuff. I ain't got to do all the other stuff that you was talking about, like eating this and eating that up there.
No. That's
on the ground.
That's for your home. Yeah, that's on the ground.
Okay,
stuff like that is on the ground.
Which best describes you? We're asking our chat, which best describes you? Flying Spirit, whipped cream using, or flying private, diamond popping? We got another one? Yeah. Yeah. So that's what we got, Ocho. Which best describe you? Flying Spirit, whipped cream using, or flying private, diamond popping?
Now, before y'all vote, let's think about longevity now. Let's think about longevity and think about the situations that we're in. Let's be economically responsible before we vote. Okay? Chat. Let's be economically responsible. We got 1 minute. Think about the time we're in.
No. See, don't be trying to sway the vote. I'm asking them what best describes them.
Right. So what best describes them was I need for them to vote realistically
that don't describe
based on
them.
the circumstance that we're all in. That doesn't describe them.
You just mad because somebody might be more my spirit animal than you.
Nah. I am a testament of the spirit animal. In the dictionary, the definition of spirit animal, there's a picture of me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Ocho. I was thinking about you the whole while. I told Jordan, Jordan, I don't think we should post there. But Jordan say Ocho gonna be mad if we don't let him know that we big pimping.
Nah, that was totally unnecessary. Totally, you don't need to do that because when I fly tomorrow, I'm getting on a plane to go to Philly for work, do Inside NFL. I'm gonna be right back in my exit row because I can get from point A to point B in a cost-efficient way.
Y'all not going to the Super Bowl?
Yeah, we leave. Matter of fact, this is what we do. We film, and then I get back on a plane soon as we finish filming and go from Philly straight to Vegas. So I get to Vegas Tuesday.
But I'm saying, why y'all didn't just film the show from Vegas?
I don't know. I asked that. I fought for us to film the show in Vegas. So obviously we would have already been there by now. Or I would have probably had to fly out. But they chose to film tomorrow. No, Tuesday morning we film, and then right after the show, I get on a flight to Vegas.
Yeah, well, I get there.
Yeah.
I get there Tuesday afternoon myself. Ocho, what do the votes say? Where we at? What the votes? What best describes you? Flying Spirit, whipped cream using, or flying private, diamond popping? It's 50-50 right now, Ocho.
See, that's why I love. That's why I love
That's
America.
what I love.
That's why I love America. That's why I love y'all in the chat. Those of you in the chat, being realistic and understanding, you know, to live. You live to see another day. You save your money for a rainy day. Because you never know. Sometimes you never know. You know, you want to live. I want to, fly private. That's 20, 30, 40, 50,000, man, round trip. Huh? You don't have to do that when you get a ticket for $180. $180 get you where you need to go. You got to,
Let me ask you a question. If money wasn't the problem, if they said, Ocho, instead of flying Spirit, we got a private jet. So if the NFL said, Ocho, we don't want you to fly Spirit because you might get delayed, there might be something transpire, we're going to send a private jet for you. Would you still fly a Spirit?
Unc, that's so.
I'm just asking you a question.
That's all brand.
Well, sucking toes and the other holes all brand for me. Yeah, it is. Now you gonna tell me what's all brand for me?
I'm just telling you where you need to be.
Nah, I'm telling you where you need to be.
It might be all brand for you, but you need to do something different.
I do something different.
Nah, I'm telling you, man. You need to hit. You need to be like the Black Christian Grey. You saw 50 Shades of Grey. You need to have a door,
the yard, guest house, pool house. You know what I'm saying? That's different,
right? Nah, that ain't enough.
That's enough.
That ain't enough. You need to throw ingredients in there. You need to have some seasoning. When you cook food, you add seasoning for flavor. Now you could be at all them different locations in your house, but you need to add some ingredients to that to add some flavor.
What about the Amazon guy almost caught me?
Okay.
Yeah, okay. He saw me. He was dropping off a package, and so was I.
Yeah. I like that one. That was a good one.
We were both dropping off something.
That was a good one.
I didn't play it, man. See, y'all been to man. Oh goddamn, man, have me do it out. No, I ain't like that.
Hey, that was a good one. I like that.
LeBrandon says, Ocho, you look like a zebra crayon. What that hat and shirt you got on? That's a Neymar jersey. Who was Neymar playing for when he wore that jersey?
Santos, team in Brazil. He was young. He was much younger. I think maybe 18, by 18, 17.
You like them guys? I'm trying to think. Were you in the league? Hold up, Ocho. Were you in the league when everybody was getting them throwback jerseys? The NFL, MLB, all the throwback jerseys.
Oh, and they was real baggy. Yeah,
man, I got so many of them daggone jerseys.
Yeah. Can't believe people in the chat don't know who. Maybe okay, you know what? Everybody's not a soccer fan in the chat, but this is Neymar Jr. jersey. Santos, the team in Brazil that he played for. And I know I look like Beetlejuice, so I know I look like I work in Foot Locker, but let's be respectful of one of the greatest soccer players that ever graced the pitch. Okay, thank you.
Chad and Unc, what would you say is the most underrated thing about yourself and the most underrated things about what is the most underrated thing about yourselves and the most underrated thing about yourself? Is that right, Ash? You write that right? Well, you write underrated twice. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I think they're saying what's the most underrated thing about you and the most overrated thing about yourselves. I think that's kind of where they're going. And why can't I purchase tickets to the Vegas show? Dylan, let me start with that first one. The last question you asked first, because they're sold out. I'm sorry. They went very, very fast. I think we sold out in under 30 minutes. And so there are going to be a lot of people in Vegas, and people wanted to see us. This is our first live show, and people are looking forward to seeing Ocho and myself do a live show and be a part of that experience. And so we want to thank all those that were able to purchase tickets. We greatly appreciate our fan base, and we'll see how this goes, because if this goes well, we're probably going to be looked to do more shows this off season and maybe during the season at events. And so we got to see how this is going to go first. But I'm sorry, Dillard, that you're unable to purchase tickets. Now, Ocho, what would you say is the most underrated thing about you and the most overrated thing about you?
I think one of the most underrated things about me is my ability to stay true to myself regardless to the environment that I'm in. Obviously, when I was younger, obviously I'm from Miami. When you think about Miami, you think about flashy, you think about stun, you think about nice cars, jewelry, looking the par all the time. And I think the most underrated thing about me is I've always stuck to myself. I've stuck to my standards, my core values, and what I believed in, and refused to change to fit in based on circumstance or my surroundings. And I think that's one of the issues that that many people have, is they always try to appease and appeal to others that really don't matter, and doing things that's unnecessary to impress those that really don't care anyway. And I think that's one of the most underrated things about me, my ability to remain on core with who I am, regardless, no matter what everyone else is doing.
What's the most overrated thing about you?
Most overrated thing about me will probably be my confidence in thinking I can beat everybody in everything, no matter what the sport is, no matter what it is. Yeah. It's very overrated, because there are very few things that I'm good at, but I believe I'm the greatest at everything there is. And you will have to prove to me that you're better than me at whatever it is too. And until you prove to me you're better than me in something, I totally highly believe that I can do it. And that's probably very much overrated for me, because you gotta literally sit me down and whatever it may be that we're competing at to show me that you better. Because if you haven't, I feel I'm better than you.
I don't know. Hey, what am I overrated at? Because I don't, Ocho, I'm a firm believer. I don't know everything. I know a little bit about everything. But what I know a whole lot about.
Right.
I think because people see me on television and they see how outgoing I am, they think I'm outgoing in real life. And I'm not. I'm an introvert. Ocho, I'm sitting we're at the hotel. Jordan could attest to this. So I'm sitting in the hotel. And the guy don't tap on the window. He works at the hotel. He doesn't tap on the window. And I'm leaning like this here. He just opens the door. He says, I know I'm not supposed to ask for pictures because I could get fired, but I got to get this selfie.
Right.
Not tap on the window. Hey, Mr. Sharpe, you mind if I take a selfie with you? I hate when people do that. Oh, yeah. I'm going to get this picture. Really? You're not going to ask Mr. Sharpe. You're not going to say Shannon. You're not going to say Unc. You're not going to say Shay. Do you mind taking a picture with me? You're going to say, I got to take a picture with you? And then you're going to open the door. You just open the door. You don't tap on the window. You just open the door. Now, if somebody go back and tell your superior and you get fired, they wrong. You told me you're not supposed to do this. You told me you could lose your job, but you did it anyway to get.
Yeah, you different from me, Unc. I don't know how many people in the chat have met me in person, but people come up, well, you ask me for a picture, man, I'm hugging, and boy, I act and treat people like I'd have known them 30 years. Every time. Anywhere I'm at, airport, it don't matter. I'm eating lunch. Yes, I'm different. My personality is exactly how it was on the field. If any of you in the chat have met me in person, you already know how I am. I'm outgoing. I make you feel like I've known you forever, because for one, it's already hard for people to approach us as it is. So I want
It's
your
not
first
hard
time
to
meeting
approach
me.
if you approach in a manner, Ocho. You can't come up there and be disrespectful and think, well, no. You're not finna tell me I'm gonna or stick a phone in my face.
Right.
Hey, I just called my mom. I just called my sister, and I want you to say hello on FaceTime. No, you're not gonna do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it though. Okay, yeah, you different. I'm not like that. I be getting on phones and all, man.
No.
Yeah, I
you
don't
gotta
know.
ask Ocho. You
I
just
just-
can't
I
stick
just-
a phone in my face and say I'm on the phone with my mom. Say hello. Whatever happened to say,
Right,
hey,
okay, I got
I'm on
you.
the phone.
I got you.
Would you mind saying hello to my mom? Whatever happened to saying please and asking
Right.
nicely
Okay,
instead of standing just sticking the phone in somebody's face and say I'm on the phone with my mom.
Right.
Say hello.
Okay, so their delivery is wrong with you.
You think?
Yeah. See, it is. But I'm one that's I've never been like that. For one, it's already hard for people to approach us anyway because of how we react at times or bad examples that they've been through when it comes to athletes or people that are fans of them. So the fact that I'm not in public much. So when I am, I'm ready, I'm loaded, and I'm gonna act like I know your ass 30 motherfucking years, and we hugging and boy dapping up, and I'm acting like I ain't seen you in a long time. Just so if
hold
I
on,
never
Joe.
see
No,
you
it does
again,
not come with the territory.
listen.
It does not come with the territory. Being rude to someone does not come with the territory. I understand that I'm a public figure, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
But you being rude, telling me I'm going to take a picture, you telling me I'm going to sign an autograph, you telling me I'm on the phone with someone and say hello, that does not come with the territory. Y'all full of caca. And you normally gonna get Shannon says, no, I'm not gonna do it. You're gonna be respectful of me.
I think nobody's ever approached me like that. Though,
but I'm just telling you, I'm not saying making this up. I'm telling you, I got Jordan
that
happened
to you. That happened to you like that in that manner.
Every time that's what people don't say. Please, people don't say may I. People tell me what I'm gonna do. You're gonna take a picture with me, or I'm gonna get this picture.
I ain't never experienced that. I ain't never experienced that. Yeah, I ain't never experienced that.
I'm just like, bro. I mean, I said, whatever happened to please? Whatever happened to say, Mr. Sharpe, can I have an autograph? Whatever happened to that? Right. You gonna tell me I'm gonna give you an autograph? You gonna tell me I'm gonna take a picture? You just gonna put the phone. You on the phone. Ooh, mama, guess who just walked by? Hey, say hello to my mom, or say hello to my husband. Yeah. Say hello to my boyfriend. My son. Come on now. You're not gonna ask me nicely. You just gonna tell me.
Right. Yeah, some people do. Now that scenario, the way you just said it. Now sometimes some people have done that before, and I get right on the phone. Why the fuck you ain't out here with us? Why you ain't out here? Where you at? We out here having fun. You at home with me? I don't know. It's just weird. I just I don't know. Like the chance of me seeing these people again is slim to none. I just want that one time they do meet me to be everlasting. So if I never
if you're
see them
respectful,
again,
it'll be fun. It'll be fun for both of us. I mean, I go to a store. I don't say, where is this? I said, could you tell me what aisle such and such is on? Can you tell me where I can find this? Do you know where such and such is? I ask in a nice, presentable manner. I don't say, hey, where's the what aisle is the paper towels on? Where is the NyQuil? I don't do that.
Right. Yeah. I say you different. Remember, we had the conversation as well. This is how you know I'm a little bit more lenient and really don't mind or really care about people's approach. Remember how we talked about how I tip everywhere I go? And some people in the chat were asking, well, what happened if the service is bad? Listen, I already know what you had to deal with throughout the day based on the number of people you've had to deal with, the people of entitlement, the egos, people being rude, people being disrespectful. I'm coming in, I'm tipping the same way regardless of service. So it's kind of like the same instance here with people's approach when wanting to ask for a picture or an autograph. I don't care about that. I'm going to make sure you get whatever it is you're asking for, and I'm going to pretend I know you asked for a long time and then let you go.
Can I ask you a question?
That's all.
Can I ask you a question? Are fans the only ones allowed to have a bad day? Are you allowed to have a bad day? Am I allowed to have a bad day?
Yeah. Yeah, but when I'm in public, even if I am having a bad day, I mask that. Regardless of what I'm going through, I mask it.
So you don't get to be. So you don't get to be true. You don't get to be true to yourself, huh?
Yeah, when I'm by myself. But when I'm out in public, I got to put it on. So if we having a bad day, right? When you're playing for the Broncos, If you're having a bad day in your personal life, once you touch that field, what happens?
For me,
all else is
for
gone.
the most part,
all
Ocho,
else is
honestly,
gone. And
if I'm trying to,
yes,
if
sir.
I'm gonna have a bad day, I don't try to come in contact with people. I try to just stay at home till it subsides.
Right.
And even if I'm having a bad day, what I don't like is disrespect.
Okay.
I don't think I'm asking too much for you to ask me, may I take a picture? I don't think I'm asking too much, may I have an autograph? You're going to tell me, oh, you're going to sign this autograph. Really? What the hell you think I am? I'm 55. I'm a granddaddy. You going to tell me what I'm going to do?
Right. I've never experienced anyone approaching me like that.
Well, I got normally when I travel, Jordan and Ash with me. They can attest to it. So I'm not making this up. I just believe that you can be respectful. You can ask in a respectful manner. You can ask, can I have an autograph? May I take a picture?
Right. Yeah.
I wouldn't normally ask this, but it's my mom's birthday. Would you mind telling her happy birthday? Okay. I'm 95% of the time, if I'm not in a hurry, I got you. But you gonna tell me your mom on the phone, say hi. My son, really? I mean, the flight attendants, I mean, look, I don't really bother nobody. The flight attendants will come by.
Right.
Mr. Sharpe, I don't normally ask this, but do you mind signing an autograph for me? Sure. Long as you do it, because if they see you hand me a piece of paper, now everybody else going to want an autograph. So what I'll do, I'll get up, I'll go to the galley. Hey, they normally have they done printed my ticket out. So I signed the ticket. Oh, you mind if take a picture? It'll mean so much for my son. I really appreciate it. Cool. My husband, he's not going to believe who's on my flight, but such and such was on my flight last week or 2 weeks ago, and I took a picture with him. Sure, no problem. I just believe that there's a way that we can get a lot of things done.
Yeah.
That's just me.
Yeah. Yeah. T stay on. T stay on. I'm a little different in them situations.
I tell you what, your palate is overrated.
Yes.
Ash, really, Ash? Really? Ash talking about my palate is overrated. Because Ash, look here. Ash is part gator. Because she'll eat anything and it don't bother her stomach. You know what? Gator can eat anything. They found gators with batteries, dog chains. They found all kind of things in a gator's stomach. That's Ash.
Yeah. I think that's my stomach too, but nothing bothers me.
Ocho, we got a thing up. If you could only add 2 toppings, and I don't know if you eat hot dogs. I haven't had a hot dog in 20.
Well, I love hot dog. What you talk about, man? I used to eat beanie weenies growing up.
If you could add 2 toppings to a hot dog, what are you adding?
Yeah. Relish and ketchup. Or maybe ketchup and mustard.
Now, see, Ocho, we finally agree on something. Now, I haven't eaten a hot dog in 2004. But if I
what you doing?
And that when I ate a hot dog, then it was like a Hebrew national. I don't know.
Yeah. Listen, I
ketchup and relish.
They make fun of us. They make fun of us today. Now all of a sudden they call them glizzies and you eating a hot dog, you a glizzy gobbler. Yes. Yeah, I'm eating my hot dog. I don't care what y'all talk about, all this new stuff y'all got going on today. I'm eating hot dogs. My grandma used to pack me hot dogs cut up in a little sandwich bag for lunch going to school. I'm still going to eat my hot dogs.
But everything, but you know what?
In public.
You're right, Ocho. Because everything is meant with a sexual connotation. You and I talking about, hey, man, hey, Coach, you was riding my back, pause up. I mean, you can't even say anything, but like everybody talking about Paul, man, y'all. Look, y'all playing these games, man. And I was saying to myself, I said, you know what, Ocho, I'm gonna talk freely. And if somebody want to say Paul's Unc and all that stuff, y'all say that. But I'm a great. I ain't playing them. I'm not playing that game no more. So I'm gonna speak how I speak when I'm in my own confines. That's because most of the time we do it anyway. But for me, like I said, I haven't eaten a hot dog in 20 plus years. But if I could only add 2 things, I'm adding ketchup and relish also.
Okay, you're right. We're on the same page. We're on the same page.
Ash talking about let me see. Can I put like jalapenos, chili, onion,
all that?
This girl put mayonnaise on a hot dog. Who the hell putting mayonnaise on a hot dog?
Mayonnaise?
Yes. That's what hold on. She want jalapenos, onions, mayonnaise, and ketchup.
Yeah, it's not
my
even
stomach
a hot
hurt,
dog
my stomach bubbling, and I'm talking about it. I ain't even ate it.
Right, yeah, that's too much.
Man,
That's too
I'm telling
much.
you.
That's taken away
If
from
you
the
see the
hot
bull
dog
jive
itself.
Ashby eating,
Yeah.
and then have the nerve. But she knows what to order to make sure Jordan and I don't ask for anything. So she ordered. She already know. Anything with onions, anything with garlic, anything with jalapenos, you good.
Right. Yeah. But it was cute. I went to the Philly game. Is most of the time when I'm in Philly, them boys, man, they don't play in Philly. Boy, they make fun of you, boy, eating them goddamn hot dogs. Boy, you finna eat that glizzy like that? You finna eat the whole thing with your hand? Yeah, the whole thing. Courtside. I watch Embiid hit 70 eating a hot dog. Fella sitting next to me making fun of me. Boy, you really finna eat that? You ain't gonna break it in half or nothing? No. Why you go? I'm finna eat the hot dog the same way I ate it when I was a little kid.
Break it in half? How? What they think you are? 5?
No, they want me to, how you eat Skittles one by one? They want me to break the hot dog in half. Man,
and eat it like you that. Look like a damn fool. We breaking a hot dog in half, eating it. A big grown ass man got a hot dog and he broke it in half.
Man, listen, there's a certain way eating hot dogs, or glizzies as they call them, is frowned upon.
It ain't frowned upon by who?
I just the times with this the era we're in now. With everything.
I tell you what, if I were to eating hot dogs, I'm gonna eat a hot dog. That's what I'm gonna do.
Listen, I ate mine. I watch Embiid get goddamn 70.
I don't care if Embiid would have scored 70. If I'm hungry, I'm gonna order a hot dog. I don't put ketchup on it. Well, normally where I said they bring it to you already. Well, they bring it to you in the package, and I'm gonna put it on there. I'm gonna eat it.
And I ate my hot dog right there. I rate my hot dog right there in front of everybody. Boy, I don't care. This is me now. I don't care. I don't care. You can say what you want. I'm eating my hot dog.
Ocho, people have gotten too concerned with what other people think. That's the problem. Boy, everybody's living for somebody else. I won't do what I want to do because of what somebody else might think.
Yeah.
Now, what bill? So let me ask you a question. Them people that's going to judge you for eating a hot dog, or they're going to judge you for what you have on, you tell me what bill are they paying?
Come on. That's bars. That was filthy.
What are they putting on your table? What car are they helping you put gas in? What mortgage? What lease? What are they helping you do? And you conform to what they're saying. I wouldn't eat that, and then you put it down.
Come on.
As a matter of fact, I might start back eating mofo hot dog. Because y'all don't dictate nothing what Shannon Sharpe eat. What he says or nothing. Once you realize that, here's the thing, Ocho, and I heard Tommy Lasorda say this many, many years ago. He says 50% of the people don't care that you're having problems. The other 50% glad that you are. So why am I going to concern myself? You ain't paying me. You ain't putting no food on my table. You're not helping. You're not doing anything. But I'm going to let you dictate what I do. Really? That's just us. That's our community.
Yeah.
You think they coming up? You think the other communities, and they wonder why. You think other communities trying to come up with something that's trying to be snide? Oh, you gay? Oh, you this? You think other communities coming up with stuff like that? See, we coming up with words that don't put no money in your pocket or no food on your table. But you slick. That joker eating a glizzy. He put mustard and ketchup on his glizzy, and you broke.
Come on now.
You and 4 of your partners living, ain't no grown man that's got a wife or doing something good saying foolishness. It's all these young boys that ain't got nothing.
Come on now.
Still running in and out of mama's house. You ain't got your own path.
Come on now.
Man, look here.
Come on now.
But they're cool. They came up with a new word.
Yeah.
How much you make for that new word?
Listen, it's the times we in, and I'm really good at doing one thing. sticking to what I do. Always. I'm gonna eat them hot dogs in public, right in front of you. Same way I did back in the 80s. Ain't never changing. Glizzy Gobbler? Yeah, that's me. That's me. That's
I
me.
ain't
That's
gonna
me.
lie,
I'm
Ocho.
eat that.
I don't eat
Hey,
them.
matter of fact, throw some ketchup. Throw some ketchup and relish on that bitch.
I
Too.
don't eat hot
Throw some
dogs.
just like that.
I mean, anybody that's been around me will tell you. I've never seen him. Like I said, I think the last time I had a cookout was probably 2004. I retired. And you know, I used to throw parties back in my hometown. I invited everybody to come. Crab legs. I have like 120 pounds of crab legs, 120 pounds of shrimp, all the steaks, hot dogs, hamburgers, all the liquor you could drink, whatever they, my sister would have people bring, sweet potato salad, baked beans, all whatever. And that was 2004. I had a Hebrew national. I mean, I brought those, but we had probably 300 hot dogs. But I hadn't had a hot dog since then. And I've been to a lot of events. I've been to football games, been in the suites, and they have them. I don't eat them. I ate enough of them growing up because I remember we used to get the hot dogs that come 50 in a pack, and they were pink, and they had the casing still on them. And I was like, man, when I get older, I ain't gonna have to eat these hot dogs. If I wanted to, you know what I'm saying, Ocho? If I wanted to, I could. Like Vienna sausages. I'm like, potted meat and spam. I'm like, man, I don't want to. I'm eating this now because I have to, but one day I'm not gonna have to. But man, I'm not finna let nobody dictate what the hell I eat when I eat it out in public. I eat what I eat. I eat fast. Anybody that's any female that's ever been around me while I ate, hey, you better eat it fast. Hey, you gonna be eating by yourself because
I like it though. It's fun. It's fun to me. I like the pauses and the glizzy and just all the little sayings that they have the day that everybody does. It's funny to me. I do it sometimes just to be a part of it, but I still stick to who I truly am. But listen, I indulge in the fun sometimes as well.
You finna get me because I've been I had a girlfriend. She would fix my plate, and by the time she fixed hers and sat down, I'll throw my thing in the trash. She was like, "Well, damn, Shannon, you gonna make me eat by myself?" I'm sitting there watching her eat. She eating by herself. I said, "You better fix yours first. You better fix your plate first. Sit it down and then fix mine. Because you fix my plate first."
Yeah. You supposed to wait? You supposed to wait for her to sit down and y'all start eating at the same time.
My sister, they thought I was lying. My sister said, when we ate, we didn't talk at the table.
Right.
You got up from the table, you went to the living room, or you went outside. It wasn't no talking. So we was eating.
Right.
So I would eat. And plus, I wanted to get seconds. So I had to finish what was on my plate. It wasn't no like, give me some more. You couldn't get more food until your plate was clean. So I eat fast. So my sister would fix my plate. Like I said, the relationship, the dichotomy between my sister and brother. My sister's more like my mom. My brother's more like my dad because they were in charge of raising me. So my sister would fix my plate. My sister would fix my plate. By the time she sat down, I want some more. My sister, you make me sick. But she fixed me some more. So I've always been a fast eater. Always. But I'm not a hot dog guy, but to each his own. That ain't my thing.
I'm eating everything. Huh?
I know. I know you.
Some things you can't cook.
You eat some things that get up and walk away once you're done. That's what you do.
That's fine. That's my. Sometimes that's the best thing to eat. Huh?
I done heard what you do.
I'm telling you. Listen. I'm telling you what I know. I'm telling you what I know.
You got to be careful, Ocho. Eating something that bleed once but never die. But go ahead on, have at it.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I told
you.
It is
wrong with it.
Don't listen. Listen. A period don't stop nothing but a sentence.
Stop me in my track.
Huh?
You know, hey, Ocho, you know it's that time of the month. It's that time. It's time to end the conversation.
No,
I
shit.
see.
No, it
I
ain't.
see you next
No, it
week.
ain't. It's time to go get. I told you what to do now. Get that towel. And fold
Ocho,
it
you
3
done
times.
waited all this time.
Get that towel and
And
fold
the
it 3
first time,
times.
and the first time, Ocho, you want the first time you intimate with a woman, her to be on a cycle?
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I told you a period don't stop nothing but a sentence.
Man, look here.
I told you
I
that.
mean, my college girlfriend, the first time we about to have sex, she said, Shannon, she called it a monthly. She said, I'm on my monthly.
Right.
I said, okay. I'll wait y'all. Man, I done
Shit.
waited this long. I had done
Wait,
waited 3 weeks.
Boy, tomorrow ain't
Well,
promised. Boy, you
no.
could some could have happened to you. Something could have happened. I ain't passing up an
I'll
opportunity.
pass it up.
Shit.
I'll wait y'all.
No, sir. Not me.
She talking about I wasn't doing nothing but spotting
Me.
this morning. Well, I wait till there ain't no more spots. Hey, you ain't no Dalmatian. I don't like spots. Hey. Mm-mm. What's that woman name in the 101 Dalmatian? The lady. Leah DeVille. What's her name? Corella. Yeah. I ain't Corella DeVille. I don't like no spots. No, I wait. You're nasty, Ocho.
I ain't that. Listen, listen. The one thing about it is human nature. I told you now. I tell you again now. Who part? What did Moses part? What did Moses part?
He used a spear.
Yeah, he used the spear. Well, you could use your baby.
No. Oh, hell no.
You got to part the Red Sea, baby. Sometimes that's what you got to do.
Well, you go ahead and do it. Ocho, real friend, the doctor donated $500.
Hey, Doc, what's up, Doc? Real.
She's like, come on, Shannon.
Let's
unpack those bags. It's time for something new. More in 24.
Hey. Hey. Come here, baby. Doc came back. She trying to get Unc to unpack them bags.
Put them bags down?
Yeah, put them bags down. So that means Doc been listening to the show the whole time because we talked about unpacking bags early in the show.
Yeah.
Doc, how you doing, sis? I appreciate you. I'm glad you still here. Matter of fact, you got to come to Vegas. If you come to Vegas, you got to come by the Laugh so you and Shannon can meet, and I can kind of break the ice because he kind of shy. But we gonna work on him. We gonna get him together now. We gonna look at this.
I got a shot, Ocho. Nikki Grant said, y'all thought I was doing too much when I said Shannon could talk me out of my panties, but I was being honest. You're an amazing speaker, and it's because of you're passionate and genuine. Whatever you do, I'm with you 10 toes down. See that? That's what I'm talking about, Nikki. That's what I'm talking about, Nikki. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that, Nikki. Nikki been one of the Lords. She been one of the day one from the jump.
Hey, man. Hey, hold on.
What,
man.
Real? Come on in the frame, Real. You at the back there talking. Come on in frame.
Hey, boy, you just look like what's the name off the Fire Heartbeats acting shy in the corner.
What up,
like
Real?
That?
Real got Versace on. But you ain't say nothing about that. Won't you steal one of them hotel robes? Real got on Versace.
That ain't.
He still, I don't.
No, that ain't.
That's what I'm saying. Real spending all that good money on Versace.
Yeah, but I got 3 hotel towels, 3 sizes, medium, large, and XL. And I got the slippers too. Oh, yeah. I mean, robes. Yeah, robes. Yeah, I take all that. You see, if I'm paying for a room, I'm leaving with something.
Mm-hmm.
You saw what Denzel told Jamie Foxx in the little interview? I'm leaving here with something. And for me, it's the hotel towel, robes, and the robes every time.
King Subban. Oh, my bad. T-Ham. Ocho, why didn't they renew Rail Show on Netflix? Asking for wife.
Oh, that's a good question. I have no idea. I don't understand how that stuff works. She's doing another show right now that she's.
We gonna get us a reality show.
Filming.
Ocho, we gonna get us a reality show.
Oh, I'm not supposed to say nothing. Oh, my bad. Who, me and you? Yeah, we need to do that. My bad, baby. I know it's supposed to. Yeah.
Ocho, tell Real to come back. Somebody want to ask you a question, Real.
Come here, baby.
What they want to ask Real? Rail gonna be wanting royalties, Ocho. You keep breaking Rail in.
I need a check.
That's what I said. That's what
I need a check. Oh.
They want to know. I guess people already know about your show, Rail.
I mean, we was #1 for about 2 weeks on Netflix.
And they took it off?
Yeah, it didn't get renewed.
Oh.
But I was the first Black female brokerage to break into the Netflix industry with a real estate broker.
Oh, okay. That was all real. You're real.
And she thinks she's slick, right? She trying to get on a live show with us out there in Vegas.
Real, you trying to get on live?
Oh,
Nah.
I'm there to support.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about, Real. Be support.
I'm there to support.
Everybody need a strong support system.
We do.
Right.
We do. You know what? And wait, before you get a support system, the foundation got to be solid now.
I'm looking.
Because the foundation shaky, your support system gonna fall through.
Ocho, you looking for a strong support system? I'm looking for a strong back. We both looking for something strong.
Yeah, we do. Listen, that's why the doc right there for you now. That's why the doc right there for you. She can work on you from head to toe.
That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah. Doc, I know you're listening. We'll see you in Vegas, honey. Even if you ain't got no ticket, you could take mine.
That's what like the brass say. That's what I'm looking for. King Suvion. What's up, Unc and Ocho? I'm from Hawkinsville, Georgia. And could y'all shout me out, Brian, and my family, Vanessa, and our 1-year-old son, Cameron. Much appreciated. What's up, Brian, Vanessa, and Cameron? Guys, I really appreciate you guys watching. That really means a lot that you're staying up this time of night, especially in Hawkinsville, Georgia. That's in Georgia. That's probably about I think Hawkinsville is about an hour and a half, 2 hours from Atlanta. So I see what time it is here, so I know what time it is there. So guys, we really appreciate the support. And shout out to Brian, Vanessa, and their 1-year-old son, Cameron. Much appreciated, bro. That's what's up. Miranda S. Ocho Preacher, we love you more than words can express. Thank you for always keeping it real. What are you keeping it real about, Miranda?
I love y'all. I love you. I appreciate you. I love you. Matter of fact, when you're in Miami, holler at me, man. We go have lunch at Tootsie's or something.
Dr. Frankie L. Bellamy asked, hey, Unc and Ocho, how do y'all feel about the passing of Carl Weathers? What specific memories or moments do you guys cherish from Carl Weathers' performances? Love you guys. Keep grinding. Well, obviously, most people probably remember him from Rocky, Apollo Creed.
Yeah.
Now, people, I don't know if they know this, but he, the Raiders. So I used to see him early on. I used to see him all the time at the Raiders, at the Raider game when they was in the Coliseum.
Wait, wasn't Carl Weathers in Predator too?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yep. So I mean that the Apollo Creed, the way he could talk and do what he did, he was amazing. So prayers up for him. Rest in peace, Carl, and to his family. Hopefully, God give you the strength, the guidance, and the understanding in your most troubled times.
Damn.
Ricky Banks, hey, Uncle Ocho, I had a girl that got away, and it was all my fault. I made bad choices. She gave me 4 different chances to change, but now I changed too late. It's been a year since, and I pray and have faith that I'll one day have another chance, but people tell me I shouldn't. Bro, the longer you stay apart from someone, the harder it is to come up, because you both become very different people than when you were last together.
Yeah.
And so, look, I mean, hey, J-Lo and Ben Affleck got back together. So anything is possible.
It is.
But I don't think you should probably stop living your life hoping and thinking and praying. And if it's meant to be, it's going to be. But you got to live your life as if it's not going to happen.
There's heartbreak in that too, because I never forget, back in 1992, I had a woman I was seeing at the time, and I happened to be, I think I might have been her first. Based on her reactions during encounters, I probably was her first, and I wasn't moving right, and she left me, and I tried to get her back, and I just remember, it's like, okay, my opportunities are getting a little better, and she's starting to feel a kid again, like it used to be. And I just remember, and when she came back, it kind of hurt my heart because, when it used to come time to do it, she wasn't running like she used to. Yeah, she wasn't running like she used to, so it kind of hurt my heart a
Yeah,
little
she'd have
bit.
got a couple. She'd have got a hold of a couple of baby
Yeah, and
arms.
there was a few. Yeah, there was a few times. She hit me with the. I ain't never heard her say this before.
What'd you say, Ocho?
She was like, "Go
What?
deeper." Yeah, she told me go deeper, and I had ran out of meat. And after that, anybody that left me, I never tried to get him back because I never want to feel that pain again.
Yeah, that hurt.
Yeah, that was pain. I was her first, and boy, she was running up the headboard when we
Yeah,
first met, boy. And she left. She left about 2 months, and I went back to go get her. I said, I got to go get her because I missed what I had, Yeah, boy, when she came back, Uncle just wasn't the same. I don't know what happened, boy.
No.
Boy, like throwing a hot dog in the hallway,
Ocho,
boy.
that hurt. That
I mean,
it's hard to imagine. Look, Ocho, it's hard to imagine, but when you meet someone, they've been with someone,
right.
But it ain't the same when you with that person and you try to get back with them.
Right. Yeah, it wasn't the same. It wasn't the same, boy. It's saying you could hear echo in that motherfucker. Hey. I don't know what happened.
Put your hands in it and clap.
Yeah.
Man, Ocho.
Something. But you could have had a whole symphony in that motherfucker.
It's tough, Ocho. It's tough when it happens like that.
Like, well, that's pain. Man. That's pain. I'm talking about. I was I'm talking about. I was at my pelvis.
Yeah.
My hip was like. And she
just playing. She already know you done run out of meat.
Like this, like
she already know you done ran out of meat.
Talk about go deeper, bitch. What? That's all I got. What you talking about?
Yeah. I mean, baby.
Mind you, think about how this made me feel. Now I'm in high school now.
Hey.
This 94. This 1994, man. I was never the same, boy. Anybody left me after that, go ahead.
I bet I'll show you. Hey.
I ain't got any. Go ahead about your business. I'm good. Because ain't no telling what you're gonna run into. Ain't no telling what you're gonna run into. And back in them days, we all wasn't blessed. I don't know what God was doing when it came to passing them things out. But shit,
he didn't give you extra help on the meat, Ocho.
Shit,
just let it go, Ocho. Just let it go.
We listen. We family, so I can be honest. Shit, but I ain't. Boy, shit rough over there, boy.
Lady Ray asked, in honor of the anniversary of the best Super Bowl halftime show of all time, what are your top 5 Prince songs?
Purple Rain is number one.
Okay, Purple Rain.
Purple Rain is number one, coming hell or high water.
Adore is number 2. No, Adore is number 2 for me.
Damn.
Sometimes It Souls in April for me. Erotic City. And I like this. Look, I love Let's Go Crazy, and I love the fast up-tempo stuff.
Ooh, Let's Go Crazy. That's a good one.
I love that. I love Diamonds and Pearls.
When Doves Cry.
Boom, boom, boom. Man. Man. And you know what else I like? Insatiable.
Hey, Prince got some hits,
man,
boy.
Does he? Under the Cherry Moon.
Hey, remember
Raspberry Beret?
Hey, I Would Die for You.
Pink Corvette. The little red Corvette, not pink Corvette, little red Corvette. He had another one.
Boy, Prince got some good ones, boy.
Pink Cashmere. He's looking for a coat of pink cashmere. What's the
Legend.
Oh man, the beautiful ones.
Yeah, you.
Oh,
Yeah, you got the
I'm a
whole
Prince
checklist, man.
fanatic. Oh man.
Yeah, I only remember some of the main
Oh
songs.
no,
I don't know.
no,
I can't.
Ocho. I go
can't
way
remember.
back.
Yeah, I can't remember them like that.
Do we cry? Do we lie? When I lie awake in my
I for
boudoir,
you.
I think
Listen.
of you. Do you
Don't do that.
think
Don't
of?
do that.
Oh
Don't
man,
do-
Ocho.
don't
See,
do it.
y'all done got me going back.
Listen,
Cause I go with Prince hard.
yeah, that I would die for you.
Oh
Be rocking
yeah.
though. That,
Just the center, I'm
I
told.
want to sing it.
Yes, yes.
Man, that's
What's that
throwback,
song?
man.
Oh man, Prince. I can't think of that song off the top of my head to save my life. Well, your controversy was another one. Yeah. Darling Nikki. Darling Nikki.
Listen, some of these I would have to actually hear. I would have to hear and be like, oh, that's it. I just don't know the actual titles to some of the songs.
What they got up here? Computer Blue.
I gotta hear it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the Ballad of Dorothy Parker. Dorothy was a waitress on the promenade. She worked the night shift. A dishwater blonde, tall and fine. She got a lot of tips. Earlier, we've been talking. Fighting with lovers past. She said she needed someone with a quicker wit than mine. Dorothy was fast. You know what I ordered, Ocho? I said, let me get a fruit cocktail. I ain't too. She laughed. She said, sounds like a real man to me. Do you want to? I said, I'm cool, but I'm leaving my pants. I ain't Ocho, don't you better stop. Hey, when it come to that dude,
Come on now.
Man, please. Insatiable, scandalous. What's that one? International Lover.
I know Scandalous.
Whoo, man, that dude, hey, he had it going.
Legend.
Yes.
Legend.
Because not only could he sing and entertain, he played the instruments.
All of them. All of them.
Mm-hmm.
All of them. Legend.
What's the name of this song? It was another song about he was in class. What's the name of that? Man, I can't think of it. Oh, I like the one.
Diamonds and Pearls.
Well, I love Diamonds and Pearls, but you know he did the original.
Diamonds and
he did the original song. He did the original soundtrack for Batman. The first one that came out in 1989. Really? Yes, he did.
Oh, okay. I definitely don't remember that.
Yep.
If I gave you
everything. Hold on. What's the name of this song? It's driving me crazy, Ocho. Actually, I gotta find the name of this song. It was ooh-wee. The most beautiful girl in the world.
Baby, what you singing?
You got the look. If I was your girlfriend, get off 23 positions in a one night stand. These are the tip.
23 positions in a one night stand.
The bad dads.
Prince thought he was me, man. Baby, remember that night?
Get off.
23 positions in a one night stand.
Oh, what's that one? Sign of the Times.
Yeah, I don't know that one, boy.
Ocho, you don't know that one? Oh, Pop Life.
Nah, I know all the songs. I don't know the titles, but once it start playing, I'll be like, oh, okay, that's what it is.
What you putting in your nose? Is that where all your money? Yes, starfish and coffee. Starfish and coffee, maple syrup and jam, butterscotch clouds, and a side order ham.
Okay. Man, that's what I'm gonna listen to on my flight tomorrow. I'm going back. I'm going back.
Do
to
me,
Prince
baby, like you never done before.
That's what she in there singing.
Laney Ray, we named about 50. I mean, it's hard. It'd be virtually impossible because I was such a big fan of Prince and Michael Jackson. And then I don't know, this was before your time, but when Wham came out, and then with George Michael, they came out.
You know about George Michael, man? I know about George Michael.
Well, actually, he was with a duo. It was a duo called Wham. There was a group called Wham. And before
George was the lead singer, though, right?
And then he went on his own. And so James, the MVP, said, what was it like to play Shannon Sharpe in American Dad? Well, when they brought it to me, Ocho, I mean, it was going to be me or they were going to have JB Smooth to be me. I'm like, man, this is an opportunity I can't refuse. I say, my kids, my grandkids one day will see their dad did a voiceover for a character. I said, man, I'm jumping at this.
Oh, yeah, you got
I said, oh, absolutely. I'm playing at this.
George Michael.
Yeah.
Careless Whisper.
Big Germ 706. You called and checked on your boy Ray Lewis. Things got a little heated during the Pro Bowl. I know he's still mad. I'm talking about I'm taking my ball and I'm going home, man. No, I haven't talked to him. I didn't watch the Pro Bowl. It's not the Pro Bowl anymore. I get it. The NFL wanted to keep something going, and I'm glad guys get this to their resume. But I can't get down with this, Ocho, because it can be done. We tackled. Football is still tackling, Ocho.
Yeah, it is. But, obviously the product and what the players have been putting on the field as of late, I think to get more out of them, to make sure to prevent injury, I think going this route, especially in the times that we're in now, trying to protect the players not wanting to risk getting themselves hurt, being in the Pro Bowl, especially those that are on a contract year or have deals coming up this offseason. I think this is the route that is good for them. Now, one of the things I think that they can do to improve the Pro Bowl and get a little bit more excitement out of it is I think it would be nice to have a past versus present player Pro Bowl, AFC.
To do what?
Just have some fun.
How? What past present you think will be able to go out there?
Some former players. Listen, I'm talking about we ain't trying to go all out and go crazy. I just think about the format in general. Think about some of the players of the past that might be or know it's coming and can get in some type of shape. You don't have to be elite, ready to go, go crazy. But I'm just saying, I think it would be fun to have past players go against the present players in a Pro Bowl format in flag football. I think it would just be fun because being able to have two eras cross paths like that where it would never ever happen. It's impossible for it to happen unless you're playing Madden. But to be able to bring that to life and bring it to fruition and having the past and present face each other at their respective positions, I think that would be fucking awesome. I think it would be fun, and I think the fans would enjoy that.
Josh Romero, this is our last question, Ocho. Why are you asking them folks where stuff at CVS? They got like 10 hours and you only buying one thing, them diamonds.
That's a good one.
Yeah, man. Yeah, John, you got to fool them while they filling that prescription. They be filling that script. Man, what you spraying?
That's how I get the cigar smell out. I open the window, get it out, then I spray this inside the AC vent and turn the AC on, and then everything smell like the Febreze.
Yeah.
It'd be gone quick.
I want to thank you guys for joining us. This was John, I want to show this. My guy, look at this.
What's that?
You see that? Hold on. Let me get this out of the way so we can light it up. My guy, The Art of a Giant, Andrew Shaver. Now, anytime I have a moment, he did one of these for me when I was on Undisputed, and Skip gave me the GOAT. And so he did one of these. And he said, Unc, I want to do a picture for you. I said, hey, bro, knock yourself out. He said, I got this for you. So he sent me this today. Look at this. Andrew, good looking out. And this is what he does. He does it on newspaper. It's me and Cat. And he had like the Cat. And he got me a T-shirt. I'm gonna wear I think I wore the T-shirt on Nightcap. But this is unbelievable. It's like this. But this is unbelievable. This is Andrew Shaver's The Art of a Giant. And so, guys, if you're looking for some artwork, email is 77@gmail.com. His website is www.artofagiant.com. art_of_a_giant. Andrew, that's love there, bro. I appreciate this, man. That's unbelievable. Great job.
I like it. Hey, matter of fact, you know what? Matter of fact, when is our next next show? Is the live show, right? Oh, we going tomorrow? Okay. I was just making
Look at
sure.
these, Ocho.
I was making sure.
I know they're gonna get these easy, but these are man, I love these.
I don't know what the hell them is. I know they some Jordans.
Yeah, man.
You can't even hoop though. You be having all these Jordans that can't shoot no basketball.
So you're right. I can't hoop no more. I don't even try.
I mean, listen. I used to know how to ride a bike. I'm sure if somebody put a bike in front of me, I know how to get on that.
Ocho, I haven't shot a basketball in probably 30 years. Once.
Yeah, a lot of things I ain't done in 30 years, but I guarantee you I can still do it.
I tell you what I'm good at. Yeah, I tell you what. I might not gonna do a whole lot, but I guarantee you I can do that. Truth be told. Now.
Hey,
what?
Everybody in the chat, I know y'all can see this. I love you. You know I love you. You know,
and
if I
please,
met you in person, you know
guys,
how I feel about you.
That's our goal.
Subscribe.
That's our goal. We got to get. Hold on, Ocho. Let me see where we are.
We got to hit that million.
We're at 967. Please make sure we gain 2,000 in the chat. We got to get on the ball. So we got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So basically, we got.
I need you.
We got 4 days, guys. We got to get on the push.
Damn.
We got to get on the push, guys. Tell family, friends, loved ones. Go subscribe to Nightcap. Co-workers, yes.
Pay your boss.
Go subscribe to Nightcap. We greatly appreciate it. Please make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and make sure you follow the Nightcap podcast feed. You can get it through Club Shay Shay, but Nightcap has its own podcast feed. We also pinned Shea by Laportier at the top of the chat. Super Bowl party is a week away. Valentine's Day shortly after that. St. Patrick's Day, or I'm sure someone has a Valentine's in between Valentine's Day or birthday in between those days. Make sure you go out and get yourself a bottle or that bottle for someone special. You'll thank me later. Ocho, thank you. Thank you so much for joining us. I know you had a busy day today. You got a busy day tomorrow, but we look forward to seeing you. I'm your favorite Unc, Shannon Sharpe. He's your favorite number 85 route runner extraordinaire. The man is like running on clouds. Bengals legend, Liberty City's finest, Chad Ochocinco Johnson. We'll see you tomorrow.
I love y'all.